Welcome to Gates Field for 4A State Championship Baseball here live on the simulcast on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com. Tonight we're going to be under the lights. It's a matchup everybody's been waiting for. Number 1, Snow Canyon. Number 2, Desert Hills. And we welcome you into the pregame show brought to you by the Court Specialist, featuring Sport Court of Southern Utah and built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Warriors red hot. Haven't lost at this field all week long. Even shorthanded the other night, they get a win on Wednesday. They had an off day yesterday. They come in with a record of 26-5. Meanwhile, the number 2 seed Thunder, they had to play Crimson twice and won in dramatic walk-off fashion last night as Isaac Swanson delivered the game-winning hit. Snow Canyons had power, hitting, defense, one of the toughest pitching staffs in the state. Meanwhile, Desert Hills has been battle-tested all postseason long, but they got speed, aggressive base running, and a deep lineup with a young youth movement, enough to win a state championship. 2 elite programs, going to be a packed house tonight, and we are glad you're with us here on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com, presented by the Boulevard. Let me introduce our crew tonight. Michael Fisher running the camera. Tara Atkin will be doing mic'd up stuff, producing, and doing some behind-the-scenes camera work. Caden Formaster, Paul Ratliff in the booth. I'm Devin Dixon, and we're glad to be here. And Paulie, holy smokes, Region 9 baseball is going to have a state champ once again.
That's right. We're seeing the clash of the Southern Utah Titans here tonight on the diamond, and it's going to be everything we want and more. Get your popcorn ready. This one is going to be one to remember. 2 of the most talented rosters up top to bottom in the state, regardless of classification. And these boys want to put on a show for the fans today. I can't wait till this game gets going.
We have seen walk-offs. We have seen a lot of big hits. We've seen a lot of home runs. This is going to be our 14th broadcast of the week for you. We have at least 15 with a guaranteed game tomorrow. We could have, and if necessary, because this is a best-of-3 championship series. And Caden, It did feel like a collision course for Region 9, but we didn't know it would be Desert Hills Snow Canyon, but it did go chalk as the defending state champ Mustangs bowed out yesterday.
You know, going chalk in 4A baseball doesn't even really mean that much to me because, as you mentioned, just about anybody could be here. Yes, it just so happens to be the 1 and the 2 seed, but it very well could have been just about anybody who touched the field here at Kearns High School this week. We saw a lot of really great baseball, and we saw teams like Mountain Crest take Snow Canyon down to the bitter end of a game that finished 2-1. We saw Desert Hills, of course, they had to finish it in a walk-off. Their battle against Crimson was legendary. So when you really get down to it and you look at the teams that made it here to the end, it's not like it was a cakewalk. They battled their way to be here.
And look, I mean, early in the week, we said goodbye to some really good teams. Timpanogos and Mountain Crest were gone. And then, you know, slowly but surely, Ridgeline and the rest of the teams that were here followed suit, including Crimson leaving yesterday. And we're down to just 2, and it should be fun. One of the big storylines coming into this game tonight is the power numbers for these teams, and I know the guys are going to have a lot to do with it, but one that is worth talking about right out of the gate is Harmon Skeen of Desert Hills is moved up to 2nd all-time in the state of Utah. Yesterday, he hit his 16th home run. He only is behind one guy. That is Cy Chrisman, who played at Maple Mountain. Here is the home run to put him 2nd in home runs in a season. Straight away, center field, off the tree branches, bounces back onto the field of play. It's about 350 to the wall, plus the tree. I can't tell. I mean, at least 365, 375. That was number 16. And he could play 2, maybe a 3rd game. The record by Cy Chrisman, who played at Maple Mountain, is now with IMG Academy and is committed to Oklahoma State. He's playing his senior season down in Florida, is 19. So Skeen 3 away. We've seen him hit 2 already here this week at Gates Field.
You know, and when you look at the possibility of maybe going to a full 3-game series, you know, Desert Hills wins one, Snow Canyon wins one, and then whoever the last one. Let's just pretend that happens, right? Give him 3 more games to hit 3 more home runs. I would say that it's at least possible for that tie. I'm not going to say that it's likely, but I'd say that it's possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't rule anything out for Harmon Skeen. The kid is built like realistically a bodybuilder. He's huge. He's just got those big legs, the strong, broad shoulders, and he swings a powerful bat for this lineup. I would not put it past him getting to the record, because right now the dude is just locked in and seeing the ball, seeing meatballs and hitting meatballs out of the park.
Yeah, I mean, Harmon Skeen, you look at, how about a .431 average? So he's hitting for average this year. 31 hits. 16 of his 31 hits have left the yard. Now he's gotten walked a lot. Pitchers are pitching around him, but they've protected him pretty well, and he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. On the other side of it, Snow Canyon has some power bats too, and they have two guys that are tied for third in the state in home runs, and Trey Vaughn is one of them. He's sitting there at 9 home runs, and this guy can go yard. And then Talon Hansen had a 3-run bomb yesterday, and he's sitting now at 9 home runs on the season.
That's right. And Talon Hansen was the hero of the game with so many regulars out of it just the other night. I mean, he was literally crushing the ball. So he is the man that oh man, I'm lost here. Talon Hansen is just a stud, and he's going to continue to produce.
Call him the unsung hero.
That's right, the unsung hero. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, one of the storylines here is the big bats. Now, the wind has been blowing in a little bit from left field today. It might be helping if you're a left-handed hitter pulling the ball, if you can go opposite field from the right-handed batter, but anything straight into left is probably going to get knocked down a little bit unless the wind dies down. We got about a steady, 14 to 16 mile-an-hour breeze right now here at Kearns High School, home of the Cougars and where the Utah Marshals play, Marshall Gates Foundation Field here in Kearns, where we've been all week long. Lots to talk about, the journey, the path to get here. Best of 3 championship series, 2 Southern Utah schools, Snow Canyon and Desert Hills, ready to go to battle. More of the Sport Court pregame show. When we take a quick break, come back, we'll dive into the keys to the game. We'll look at our Findlay Subaru Star Watch, and then a little bit later, we'll have, of course, the starting lineup. In the first pitch, we're looking at about a 7:15 to 7:20 first pitch. We haven't had our plate meeting. We're here at 7:15 plate meeting. So right after that, probably 7:17 first pitch here tonight in this best of 3 4A state championship series.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Aquatic Balance Pool Service has been keeping St. George pools safe, clean, and running since 2012. With over 22 years experience, they service everything from pumps, filters, pool covers, heaters, and full water chemistry. Reliable, professional, dependable, done right. Call Aquatic Balance Pool Service today.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Hey, everybody, we are back. TheCourtSpecialists.com. They are the ones that bring you the pregame show, and it's built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster, Tara Atkin, Michael Fisher, the whole crew here ready for the first pitch, which we're hearing is just a little after 7:20 now. It looks like they're going to introduce both teams. We will have the anthem, so first pitch coming. But have some more time. Let's go back to the regular season before we get into the keys to the game. And, Caden, let's talk a little bit about how these teams fared head-to-head in the regular season. Snow Canyon took care of business in both games, but Game 2 was really close. That was a game we called here on the Fan Sports Network.
Yeah, so back to Game 1, in this 2-game series. Let's go all the way back to April 7th. This game happened for Snow Canyon. It was at Snow Canyon, and it was all in their favor. 16-3 was the final score of that one. Again, Snow Canyon getting the win. They scored 9 runs in one single inning. They scored 9 runs in the 4th to ultimately put it over the top, and then, of course, got their 3 outs in the 5th. They closed it out. Then the next one, an extra innings game that went to 8 innings at Desert Hills High School. Yes, Snow Canyon pulled off that win, but it was a different look. So now you're looking at a 5-4 win for Desert Hills there. That was the last time these two teams have seen each other. So, yes, they've seen each other twice. Snow Canyon won both of them, but the Thunder were close, taking it to extra innings. Who were the pitchers in that game, though? Roa Wall, who's starting tonight, and Zach Beck, who I would assume we'll see tomorrow.
And you heard Harmon Skeen mention it in the post-game interview. These guys got us both times during the regular season. That's clearly on the mind of these Thunder players.
Yeah, and these kids know each other, right? The ones that grew up playing with each other on some travel clubs, playing against each other in, the summers and the springs and the fall. Baseball is kind of a year-round sport now. And, again, last team, I point this out probably too often, but the last team that won a state championship that's not from Region 9 in 3A or since they've jumped up to 4A was Grantsville. And we just saw Grantsville playing Game 1 against Union in the 3A state championship. So this has been North versus South. And it seems like everybody in Utah County, Cache Valley is gunning for Region 9. And Region 9 just keeps, with these two playing each other, guaranteeing themselves another state championship.
Yeah, and we saw, we've talked to so many different people from all over the state this week, and talked with people from Provo, from Cache Valley, from, different parts of Utah County and everywhere, all stretches of the state. And you're right about that. They're gunning for Southern Utah. They're gunning for Region 9, and I heard so many times, hey, we would love to see a team other than a St. George school win this thing. And it's not going to be this year. It's not going to be this year, but we're seeing some great teams from all over the state.
All right, Tara, put up the City of St. George Recreation Department keys to the game. And, Paulie, take me through. Let's start with Desert Hills here. Some keys for everybody before we throw out the first pitch.
Yes, how about we start with Asher the Masher, the freshman. He's already clubbed a home run since we've been here at Kearns High School, and he's a guy that continues to just crush the ball. He's one of your keys for the Desert. And of course, is that the youth movement is Jagan Levitt, the youngest manager in the state of Utah. How is he going to perform in a chess match against a seasoned vet like Reed Sechrist? That's another key for the Desert Hills Thunder. And pitching perseverance, as there has been a lot of pitchers used by the Thunder going through the loser side of the bracket. They're obviously a little spent as far as the arms go, but they got to fight through today and continue to grind it out. And that is the pitching perseverance key to your game. Last key for the Thunder.
All right, let's take a look at Snow Canyon, and obviously they're the 1 seed. Desert Hills the 2 seed. There's no secrets here, but some keys for this one for the Warriors.
Yeah, regulars reloaded. Of course, we saw a different lineup for the Warriors. A lot of regulars out, 7 of them now. They're back, so that's a key. High voltage hitting. This is one of the hitting a scorching almost 370 average. This team can really smack the ball, and Sechrist supremacy. Coach Reed Sechrist been in this state final 6 straight years, so he knows how to get here and he knows how to win. Those are your keys to the game for the Snow Canyon Warriors.
Yeah, team batting average for the Thunder coming in 362. Batting average for the Warriors 379. Two of the top teams in all of 4A. That's some pretty good hitting throughout the course of a long season.
100%. That's some fantastic numbers from both sides. You're looking at 2 of the top teams in the state of Utah when it comes to hitting. They got great bats.
Here inside of our pregame show, brought to you by the Court Specialists, featuring Sport Court of Southern Utah. They can turn your backyard into year-round fun with their multi-purpose courts. Go to thecourtspecialist.com. It's also built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks, 3 Southern Utah locations. Let's turn our attention to the Star Watch. And this is brought to you by our friends at Finley Subaru. And Caden, a lot of times when we talk about the star, we're kind of trying to predict who will pick as the Finley Subaru star of the game in the post-game show. So who are guys you want to keep an eye on tonight that could be big X factors for each respective team?
Since this is a championship series, I like to change it up throughout the season because you never know. You really don't know from one game to the next. But let's be real. There are going to be, I would say, 2 guys that, to me, lead the way on both teams as just absolute mashers, okay? For Desert Hills, it's going to be Harmon Skeen. We talked about his home runs. He's a fantastic bat. And really, he's an on-base machine. He's getting on base all tournament long. I mean, he's been fantastic with that. On the other side for Snow Canyon, Finley Subaru's star watch over there, I think is going to be Trayvon for similar reasons. He's another guy with a great bat, and he's got a lot of fight in him. And I do think that there's a good chance that one of those 2 guys could be seeing one go over the wall in this series.
Should be fun. 7-18, so we are getting both teams introduced right now. You haven't missed a thing right now. You can see the Thunder just got introduced, and now the Warriors, and we are closing in on first pitch here. This is going to be game 1 tonight. Game 2 is scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow, but the 3A is at 10 a.m. tomorrow, so that time could fluctuate based on how long that earlier game does go. So keep checking back on KSL Sports and the Fan Sports Network for the official pregame show start for game 2. And if there is a game 3, it will be slated for 6:30 approximately tomorrow night, all here at Gates Field.
And I will say, I do think that the game will depend a little bit on whether 3A splits. If they split, it'll probably be a quick wrap-up. They'll get ready for another one, and we'll hop right on in. But if 3A, if it would be Union, who currently has that 1-game lead, if they win the championship early, we might take a while just because they've got to, of course, hand out the trophies and everything. So
and Union
we'll play
had
it by ear.
Union had to beat Canyon View twice, and I think it was, and I think they finished about 12:30 on Wednesday night to get into the state championship. It was a marathon shootout type game in that one, knocking the Falcons out, and now Union a 1-run electric strikeout to end the game over Grantsville. We saw that finish earlier here at Gates Field. All right, both teams getting introduced. Let's get you the starting lineups. First, the Snow Canyon Warriors, and starting lineups brought to you by Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Kanab, Utah. Leadoff will be Jagger McGavero, the shortstop. Braden McGavero will play center field, bat second. Cade Kelch will be the catcher, hitting third. Trayvon in right field, the cleanup man. Talon Hansen, left fielder, he'll hit fifth. Again, 18 home runs between those two, and if you add in Cade Kelch's 7. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters have belted 25 home runs for Snow Canyon in those 3, 4, 5 holes for Coach Reed Seacrest. P.J. Hancock will bat 6 and play third. Bridger Larson at first, batting 7th. Diesel Lee will be the DH at 8th, and Porter Randall 9th, playing second base. Trent Chris will be on the bump. It'll be Fillmore, Swanson, Skeen, Roe Wall, Asher Williams, Jax Tolman, Cohen Fuller, Keithan Dove, and Kobe Smith, and the starting pitcher, Roa Wall, for Coach Levitt and the Thunder. We're going to take a break for our anthem. First pitch coming up when we come back.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
And we're back here, final few moments of our pregame show built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster, Paul Ratliff here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. And we appreciate all our great partners on KSL Sports, on the simulcast, also on radio, on the Fan Sports Network that have brought us baseball here from Gates Field. And a lot of those partners all season long have been supportive of the networks. And the Snow Canyon Warriors are the designated home team. They will take the field. Well, I didn't get time before the anthem to set the defense, but we will set the defense for the Thunder when we get to them in the bottom of the first inning. So, final thoughts before we throw out first pitch in this best-of-3 series for all the 4A marbles.
Yes, this is going to be a battle of epic proportions between these two teams. Caden talked about the two matchups during the regular season, but the Thunder have revenge on their mind, and the Warriors want to continue to remain supreme this season after the reigning champs, the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, have fallen. The Warriors looking to regain the state supremacy once again. But the Thunder, with the youngest manager in the state, trying to pull the upset.
And Trent Chris is now onto the bump to get his warm-up pitches in. The junior pitcher, 3.45 ERA, 4-2 record, 10 appearances this year. And he was involved in probably the best pitcher's duel earlier this week in that 2-1 Snow Canyon win over Mountain Crest, where he absolutely threw a gem.
He did indeed. And he emptied the tank, 108 pitches, I believe. It was absolutely scintillating on the mound. And look for him to continue to be a force and a stopper for the Warriors as he gets outs in a variety of ways, and he's a great, great pitcher.
Yeah, only his junior, too. So an underclassman on the mound in Game 1. You got to imagine Zach Beck would be in line for Game 2 tomorrow. Roa Wall on the other side tonight. They were kind of warming him up. They pitch ran him late in the game last night, but Cohen Fuller snuck out of there and went the full 7, which was huge for Jagan Levitt as far as his pitching department was concerned, because they had to play that one extra game compared to one less game for Snow Canyon.
Yeah, and this is one of those big keys as well, is always pitching. Anytime it comes to a tournament like this, pitching is a massive key to the game, just because you want to make sure that some of your better pitchers you use earlier in the week, but then when you get to elimination games like Desert Hills experienced yesterday, you also still want good pitchers available for that and still have them for the championship. It is so difficult. That's why a deep bullpen is so important on winning a state championship, and luckily both of these teams have some pretty good depth in their bullpen.
Did want to give a shout-out to the Desert Hills Thunder softball team. They won Game 1 against Bear River in the best-of-3 softball state championship today by a final score of 3-1. Riley Green, 2 RBIs in the victory. Lulu West, 14 strikeouts, picked up another state record-setting career win mark there. She went the full distance in the circle for the Thunder. Bailey Lee also hit a home run in that 3-1 game. Big time for the Thunder. Game 2 not till 4 or 4:30 tomorrow up at BYU. All right, Trent Chris, warm-ups are in the books. 7 innings scheduled to play here. The field looking absolutely beautiful. First pitch temperatures right around 74 degrees, wind blowing in from left field at about 15 miles per hour. And the left-handed pitcher for Snow Canyon, because they got the off-whites with the Warriors across the chest ready to go to work, and it'll be the leadoff man, the shortstop, Briggs Fillmore, white pants, black tops for the Thunder. And Fillmore takes that first pitch high as we are underway. It's ball 1.
Fillmore, a great leadoff guy, 351, averaged 20 RBIs, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. He sets the table great for this Thunder lineup.
Second pitch from Trent Chris. And coming right at us, and the mayor of baseball just flinched like Double D did earlier in the week. One came right at me and I flinched. Come on, you got to have a Mamba mentality, I've been told. There's a hole in the fence.
If you're not flinching, you're not human.
We are.
I don't know about
For those
that
that have never been to Gates Field, we were below the grandstands, right at field level with the net. We were directly behind home plate. It's a great place to broadcast from, as there's a fabulous Freddie's foul ball straight back off the bat of Fillmore, and it's 2-1 the count.
Yeah, Briggsy got good speed on the base pass if he's able to get on. He's been a guy that looks to run when he has chances. 5 stolen bases on the season.
Certainly one of the Mighty Mites in Region 9. Packs a lot of punch, but a smaller in stature frame, and there's a called strike.
It's kind of a, when you make a leadoff hitter in a lab, you get Briggs Fillmore, just that fast contact hitter that can steal bases. This dude is a great player for this Thunder lineup.
And time is called. And Fillmore will step out of the batter's box and now step back in. Play-by-play tonight brought to you by Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Go get a scoop or two. It is fantastic at Handel's Ice Cream. New location in St. George, River Crossing. Down low, and the count is full. So the first batter of the night is worked to full count against Trent Chris, the Warrior lefty. He wants a fresh baseball, and Isaac Swanson will give it to him. Or excuse me, Cade Kelch will give him to him. Swanson, the catcher for the Thunder. Kelch, a great... One of the storylines is, I think, how good these two catchers in this game are.
Absolutely. Both play amazing defensive backstops along with being good hitters in the box.
And a pop-up, and it's going to be right near the screen, and it's going to get on top of the grandstands here, and count will stay full, and everybody will reset.
Yeah, this is a great at-bat by Briggs Fillmore. Just working Trent Chris, who we know went the distance with the pitch count almost in his last start. So maybe that rubber arm got to be strong today for Chris.
Here comes the payoff pitch from Trent. Lefty pitcher, righty batter, 3-2 delivery is on the way, and Fillmore takes it for ball 4. And Fillmore draws a leadoff walk, and he's firing up the dugout.
You know, that fell off quite a bit, but it still stayed outside the zone. Wasn't quite where he wanted it to go. And listen, this is a big at-bat right there, a heavy pitch at-bat. The pitch count gets up a little bit, and this is how we start things. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be a gruesome game, I think.
Yeah, this is going to be one where every pitch matters. Every pitch so critical.
Want to introduce our officials here at Gates Field for tonight's game. Jesse Crossett behind the plate, Joe Sisson, and Tyler Holmes in the field. And a big cut by Swanson, and it's a fabulous Freddie's foul ball again. Swanson, one of the 4A leaders in triples. He has 5 this year, tied for second in 4A. And he's also third in doubles. He's got 13, and we've seen him go yard on multiple occasions. He does have a lot of pop. He is a junior. And a check the runner. Pickoff attempt over there. Not in time as Fillmore gets back safely at first base.
Now Swanson, obviously the hero the other night. He's got the clutch gene.
His mom was so nervous she could barely watch. Tears of joy running down as her son hit the walk-off game winner. My wife bumped into her and they were chatting. Our daughters used to be on the drill team together, and so we know the Swansons, and she was elated, but a nervous mom. To be expected. It's kind of a big deal to hit the walk-off game winner to get into the state championship series. Swanson and I were chatting about it pregame, and he's like, I had her. No big deal, Mom. Easier said than done, right?
That's right. Cool hand Luke there from Swanson with that response.
1-2 the count on Swanson. Top of the first inning, just underway on a beautiful night. Wind has let up just a little bit. And a big swing and a foul down that third base line. And it'll stay at 1-2. After Swanson is the state leader in home runs, second all-time in a single season, 16. Harmon Skeen is in the on-deck circle. Roe Wall in the cleanup spot, who will be the starting pitcher for the Thunder. We'll see him in the bottom of the first inning on the bump. And that one inside. And the count evens up.
The 3-4-5 hitters for both teams just crush the ball. We're talking Skeen, Wall, Williams for the Thunder, and Kelch Von Hansen for the Warriors. Scary parts of the lineup for either of these pitchers.
2-2 pitch. And a shot right back to Trent. He's going to try to turn 2. The relay on to first gets away from Bridger Larson, and Swanson will stay put on first base. It'll be a fielder's choice 1-6 put out. And fortunate there that they didn't get doubled up.
That's right. It looked as if Chris was waiting for the cover on second base a little longer than he anticipated, and the double play a little late on the first base relay, but one out for Chris, and he gets the lead runner, so no worse for the wear.
In a conversation right now as well with Coach Sechrist and umpires. Looks like there's another conversation over here with this other umpire that I would assume has to do with whatever the call was on the field. Maybe we can take another.
They want interference there?
Let's see if we can take another look at it and see what Coach Sechrist might be talking about.
Fillmore was trucking hard to the bag, and he does slide. Does he pop up? No, I don't see anything there.
He popped up, but it was after the throw.
I didn't see anything there. Sometimes you're just fighting for a call to maybe get one a little later, and that was just a wide throw off the bag. It looked like the throw might have been in time to get the double play. Here is Skeen. Harmon, 16 dingers. He's already hit 2 this week. When I asked him who his biggest fan is in postgame yesterday, he said his little brother Mason, who's also a freshman on this team.
I love that. It's a good answer. Listen, I don't know about you. I was the youngest in my family with, I had 3 older brothers, each of us about 2 years apart. I don't know if I would have said that about my older brothers. And they wouldn't have said it about me.
There you go.
So it's good to see that they have that kind of relationship.
Check throw over to first. Coach Levitt told me this season that Mason is like, come turn the lights off for me. I'm done hitting late at night. Come get the field opened up. I want to go hit. Mason looks up to Harmon, and Harmon, mutual respect back to Mason. The runner's going to go, and a hit and run, and Skeen fights it off out of play, and it's an 0-2 count.
Skeen's still finding contact, though. Even though he fouls it away, he's eyeing that ball as well as he always does. It's very rare you see a missed swing from him, and contact just means he's dialing it in right now.
Skeen in the box just looks physically imposing for a pitcher. It's like a high school Barry Bonds standing in there.
And worth pointing out, if you haven't joined us all week and seen Desert Hills play, Harmon Skeen has not gotten retired at the plate this whole week. He is 7 for 7. He's been intentionally walked. He's been hit by pitches. He has reached on an error, but nobody's actually gotten him out in this ballpark. And there's a shot. Maybe this is the one. They could roll it 6 to 4 to 3, and it's a double play. And Trent Chris gets the first out on Harmon Skeen of the week. And the defense couldn't turn 2 moments ago. As we check the We Win Injury Law replay, they get it this time.
Yeah, check it out here. The double play in motion. They had attempted it earlier, couldn't get it done there, but they get it this time.
All right, we had Coach Sechrist mic'd up earlier this week, and a little collage as to what's behind the scenes coming out of the 23-year skipper of the Snow Canyon Warriors' mouth when he's fighting for his guys. Let's go to the highlight reel with Coach Sechrist. It's brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course.
Hey, this thing fell off. Who's listening to me? I haven't really worn my camo since 2013. I'm surprised he knows we had them. I think it's funny he put Reggie on the front of his shirt. Nice! Can't use that. That's like having Unity on your shirt. Get out, right here, let's go! We're swinging at curveballs. Like, oh, he throws a curveball? Wow, I thought he was going to throw me. That's what I told Justin. I'm like, man, I thought you were going to throw fastballs all the time. I told my guys, it's just going to be fastballs the way they're swinging. Got to work hard. Let's go. Let's get it done. Cato. Hey, Cato. First and third. I can't hear. I don't hear what they're saying. The only thing I heard was the field's the other way one time. I got you. What'd you give me? All right. Thanks.
They're very polite, Coach Sechrist and Ian. Thanks.
All right. I talked to Coach Sechrist before the game, and I said, man, thanks for being such a good sport about that. That was really fun for us to put together, and we had a good time hearing your mic'd up comments. So he was a really great sport about it, and I know that we posted that over on social media this morning, and it's gotten some buzz from Snow Canyon fans. So I think it was a pretty fun thing to do.
And a lot of former players. I had Brock. I think Cannon reached out to you. I'm sure Brogan.
Crew as well.
I think all four of his sons were loving that because they all played for Dad at SC High. And Roa Wall has just finished up his warm-up pitches. And we do have Jagan Levitt, the skip of the Thunder, mic'd up. So tune in tomorrow for Game 2, and we might have a little more mic'd up segment for you. Here we go, bottom of the first, no score, Roa Wall. First pitch strike to Jagger McGavero, the junior right-handed shortstop hitter. Here's the pitch. 83 miles an hour on the fastball for a called strike 2. By the way, Trent Chris on the gun was sitting about 83-84 in that first inning on the heater. Now Wall, just missing outside, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
We're going to peel down to first, say safe. Just a little check swing, wasn't too much there.
So 2-2 the count. Wall, the lefty, swing and a miss. It's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout.
The great Wall of Roa with his first strikeout of the game. Big, imposing kid with a strong arm, and you see it there. Just blows past one of 2 McGaveros, the mighty McGaveros, the second of 2 coming up right now.
So Wall gets the K, and now have to go to work on Braden McGavero. And Braden fights that one off for a fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Coupon books are on sale through Father's Day. Stop by Sandy, Lehigh, to St. George, or Las Vegas. Fabulous Freddy's location and stock up. And another foul straight back. And Swanson will get a fresh baseball. By the way, Isaac Swanson's dad grew up and won 3 state baseball championships just down the road from Kearns High School at Taylorsville. He was teammates for 1 season with Brandon Lyon, who's now the pitching coach for Snow Canyon.
Yeah.
Brandon's senior year, Andy Swanson was a freshman. Also a really good wide receiver, from what I understand. So not surprised. Isaac Swanson, I said in the broadcast yesterday, good behind the dish, good speed on the base pass, and he can hit. We talked about his doubles, his home runs, his extra base hits. That he looked like a Division I prospect to me, and he's now old enough now, junior season, that the offer should start rolling in for Swanson.
Yeah, you would assume so. He has been a phenomenal player for his team for what feels like so long now, but like you say, he's still got time left.
Shout out to Todd, who's watching our stream, reminded me about the Swanson bloodlines. Here's Wall. And, almost got him. It did nick him. It didn't get him square, but it did catch a piece. McGavero is aboard, hit by pitch.
Yeah, that's just barely skirted past his hip there. And I definitely heard 2 nicks, one off of his hip and one off the glove. So there was a couple of points of contact there. Express ticket to first base. He'll take it however you can get it.
Now Roa Wall, after surrendering his first free pass, he puts a speedy McGavero on the base pass.
And that one hit down the line and right, but it is a foul ball off the bat of Cato Kelch.
That would have been a home run. That was a no-doubt home run, and in fact, it went well over the wall that continues to go foul.
That was one of the farthest balls we've seen hit all week. Tape measure.
The runner will go. The throw from Swanson, not going to be in time. He is safe down at second, and Braden McGavero revs up the motorcycle handles towards the Snow Canyon dugout as he swipes the bag. It's a Nets on Fire stolen base.
That's his 16th, team-leading 16th stolen base of the season.
Yeah, Ince and Larson, also the other guys that are leaders in that department. It was going to be interesting to see how aggressive these 2 skips wanted to be in this Game 1 of the state championship tonight. And so far, you saw Skeen at the plate, the hit and run, and now you've seen McGavero already swipe a bag. So both these managers are being aggressive with the calls.
All gas, no brakes in the state final.
And here's the Roa Wall 1-2 pitch, and that is going to be inside. It's 2-2 the count. Trayvon is on deck. Cade Kelch, senior catcher. Wall looks in, gets the sign from Swanson. Swanson setting up low outside corner, and that one looked like a breaking ball that stayed in, and Kelch way out in front of it pulls it foul for another Fab Freddy's foul ball.
Well, he's seen the ball well, right? He's seen it well. He's seen two now that have gone foul that he's getting ahead of a little too early, in both of which he's barreled up really, really well. He's got to hold off on that changeup a little bit, but, man, if that fastball's coming through, you don't want to be late on that either.
Kelch begins the 3-4-5.
And that's a pop-up, but it's going to get out of play.
Kelch starts the 3-4-5 in the Warrior lineup that is one of the toughest stretches of any batting order in the state. And the mighty McGavros serve as two table setters. One is on for these 3-4-5 hitters that include Talon Hansen, Cade Kelch up at the bat, and Trayvon.
And down low, Kelch has worked the count full.
This is a good at-bat from Kelch. And it just takes that pitch count for Roa Wall higher and higher here in the first inning.
And here is the payoff, and trying to frame it up, but just outside the zone.
Here comes the leading RBI man for the Warriors on the season, Mr. Trayvon, 52, just 8 off the all-time state record of 60 in a single season. So this guy knows how to drive them, and he's got one in scoring position right now. Boy, would he love to break the ice in this state final series.
Here comes Milo Ince in the pinch run for the catcher, Cade Kelch. So put a little speed and give your backstop a little break. And Trayvon, 9 dingers. First pitch swinging right to short. Fillmore scoops it. The relay, the transfer stuck in the mitt, and he didn't get the double play. Could have got out of the inning, but on that transfer out there, C4 just could not get it over to first in time.
I think the foot's off the bag just ever so slightly here on the stretch.
Either way, the runner beat it. So even if the throw was on time and he was
Didn't it look like it got stuck? He had to double clutch it out of the mitt.
He reached into the mitt and pulled out nothing and then reached back in. So had that hesitation not been there, maybe we were going to see a double play.
Yeah, and Cohen kind of tapped himself on the chest like, hey, my bad, guys, my bad. Now runners are on the corners with 2 outs for the Warriors. No score here. Bottom of inning number 1. Outside on a bender. McGavero is at third. Vaughn over at first. The pitch from Wall. 83-mile-an-hour fastball that catches the bottom corner of the K zone for a called strike 1. And the count is even at 1-1. And that one the same exact location for strike 2.
Same spot, nearly the same pitch right there. And listen, if you see 2 of those go by, understand that that's where the umpire's strike zone is. You got to make sure that you're protecting that part of the plate.
Talon Hansen has 9 home runs this season. Big cut on an off-speed pitch, fouled off high, but it's going to stay in play, and it's going to be made over there by Harmon Skeen, who's been DHing all week, but is playing first base today with Roa on the bump, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on base, and we go to the second inning. No score on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, live on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com.
It's time to get your game on with Mountain Mike's oven-roasted chicken wings. They're meaty, juicy, in 4 bold sauces ready to tempt your taste buds. Order online or on our app for carryout or delivery.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Aquatic Balance Pool Service has been keeping St. George Pool safe, clean, and running since 2012. With over 22 years experience, they service everything from pumps, filters, pool covers, heaters, and full water chemistry. Reliable, professional, dependable, done right. Call Aquatic Balance Pool Service today.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
All right, we're back here at Gates Field. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster, three-man booth here from the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Grass Creek Construction, building with integrity is their competitive edge. Go to their website, grasscreekconstruction.com. You can see what they're building around the state of Utah. Trent Chris back out on the bump. And first pitch, a called strike. Trent, yeah, pretty smooth start there. Put the goose egg up, didn't give up a hit. Did give up the walk, the leadoff walk to Fillmore. Probably had a little adrenaline pumper for the junior. See if he settles in nicely here in the second. That one down and away to Roa Wall, the number 4 hitter, who will lead off this second inning for the Thunder.
You know, Roa's been hitting a good bat as of late. The last few weeks, we've seen him really hitting the ball well, and it's paying off big time for this part of the lineup for the Thunder.
By the way, 18 pitches in the first inning, 24 pitches for the Thunder. So Chris had 6 less pitches than Roa in that first inning. And there's a pop-up, and it's going to be caught over there by Larson for out number 1.
Check it out here on the We Win Injury Law replay. It's just a good call off from Larson, making sure that, hey, guys, it's all right. I got this one.
And here is the freshman. Paul, you go back to the City of St. George Recreation Department, keys to the game, and you talked about the freshmen, the youth movement, the phenoms.
Yeah, Asher the Masher is up to the bat here. We could see one fly out of the yard, as he's already done this week.
And I will say this, Paulie's only comment, and he's a shoe guy, his only comment on shoes or cleats, this is baseball, has been on Asher Williams' cleats.
That's right, the Kobe Pro Tro 6s, the year of the Mamba. You see the snake as if we had a closer shot, but I don't think we'll be able to get a zoom in on the cleats. But he's got a little snake pattern around the Nike logo. So the Mamba mentality big with this freshman.
And again, those are basketball shoes, but there's a company, I think Jeremy Guthrie's company, they put the cleats on the basketball shoes and convert them over, and that's what he's done, right?
Got to retrofit them, to make any shoe into a cleat. Pretty cool stuff.
I'd do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'd do that.
I didn't even know that was a thing, so.
I don't really need cleats nowadays, but.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the soon-to-be-formed Fan Sports Network City League softball team? We could load up on custom cleats.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Tara, our producer, laughing at that one.
She said she approves.
Here's Trent. Needs to throw a strike, and he just misses a little bit. Upstairs or outside, couldn't quite tell where that missed. And another walk, a leadoff walk, this one by Asher Williams, and the Thunder have their leadoff man at the top of the second aboard.
And Asher kind of giving some intel to Jax Tolman here as he steps in to take on Chris. Saying, he was kind of pointing in the location in the zone, saying something to Tolman. Try and help him diagnose the flamethrower Trent Chris's pitch. Good arsenal for Chris as well of pitches.
And TC pumps that one in at 83 miles an hour right down Broadway for a called strike 1.
That was a get-right pitch. After throwing 4 straight balls and walking a guy, you just want to see the zone. And so first pitch, fastball down the middle, that's what you need.
Here is the second pitch. This one 85 miles an hour, but high to Jax Tolman, the center fielder.
Chris was like a steam engine. Guys shoveling coal in there, giving him more steam at the end of the last game where he went 108 pitches. Gets better as the game goes on. Didn't get the call there, but
didn't get the call on the bender that was framed up by Kelch behind the dish, but ball 2. 2-1. We're in the top of the second. No score between Region 9 rivals. Game 1 of the state championship in the 4A classification here from Gates Field. Presented by UCCU. Love where you bank on KSL Sports and the Boulevard, making your house more like home for over 50 years on the Fan Sports Network. 3-1. 1 on, 1 out. Chris, there's a good pitch. That curveball called strike 2.
Good curveball, good location, works it into a full count, and we've seen a lot of full counts already today. And we're just in the top of the second inning. Just means we're seeing some good battles.
3-2 pitch from Trent Chris. And outside on an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. And he lost him. Back-to-back walks surrendered. And Cohen Fuller will step on with 2 on base and 1 out for the Thunder.
Yeah, 2 walks in a row. That's not where you want to be. There is already 1 out, and that's at least the one thing you have in your back pocket right now is you're going to see Cohen Fuller, who was one of the stars of the show in the game last night.
Yeah, complete game Cohen. How about him last night?
I saw his dad calling him C4. I don't know if he's the 4th child, but he wears number 6. But I saw his dad have to check on that nickname. We've called him just an unbelievable freshman. I mean, the youth movement. I was talking with Coach Levitt post-game last night. I said, how these kids just keep getting better and better and younger. And he's like, I agree. He said he wanted to get Cohen Fuller to sign a jersey after the gutsy pitch. And he gave up 13 hits last night, but he emptied the tank.
Especially when they needed it, having their pitching staff a little more taxed than the Snow Canyon staff that hasn't lost a game in this Kearns High School bracket play.
Now,
Go ahead.
Now listen, you're looking at the strike zone right now for this umpire behind the dish, and it's a kind of a wide strike zone. He's letting it stretch out a little bit.
And that one just missing the zone Caden just described. Cohen Fuller, the freshman, hitting .311, 4 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, including a huge home run yesterday to help out with the win on the mound. That was a 2-run shot.
Gave himself some run support. Pretty cool stuff from Fuller.
Trent Chris, 2-1 delivery. That's high, and it's 3-1. Coach Sechrist encouraging his pitcher to find the zone as Trent is now at 34 pitches in this game.
You know, in Trent's last outing on the mound, I would dare say that he probably felt like it could have been a little bit better. And I don't know if any of that's carried over in today as he's, again, having difficulty locating the zone as he walks in another one, 3 in a row. But, you know, it's a mental game. You know, just get back on track, dial it in, start throwing some strikes. He'll be good. He'll be good.
Going to have a meeting on the mound brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Luke has all your protection under one roof. Get a free quote. See how much Luke can save you on your home, auto, or life insurance. Kelch the first to go out and greet Trent. Makai Lee is going to come with this visit. Makai, we haven't seen come on visits. It's not pitching coach Brandon Lyon. It's Makai Lee, former alumni pitcher, went on to play at College Eastern Utah. Love Makai. He'd been a long-time player and now coach for Reed Sechrist. The one thing I've noticed is you have different guys that maybe relate differently to different players, and so sometimes, depending on the situation, it doesn't have to be the skip always that goes out on the mound. It could be anybody that, and maybe Makai spends a lot of time with Brandon Lyon and works a lot with the junior Trent Chris, and so they felt like that was the best guy to go settle him down a little bit.
Yeah, and Makai just seems to be kind of like the hype man. Sometimes he's the guy where, you know, he's a little closer in age to the players maybe, or whatever it might be, but sometimes he's the kind of guy that can get in there and just talk to you and make you feel right about yourself.
Bases are juiced, no score here in the second inning. Thunder, though, only 1 out, and here is Keith and Dove he's just been impressive up here at bracket play. Batting average has risen all the way up to 345. And the 6, 7, 8, and 9, that bottom of the lineup has been very productive here at Gates Field for Desert Hills and Skip Jagan Levitt.
Yeah, Dove kind of a hybrid. You know, he's got 69 plate appearances on the season, so you'd think a little less reps at bats might have been a late addition to the lineup, but he's a guy who really burst onto the scene later in the season and has just gotten better and better and better.
Yeah, he is a senior. Or, excuse me, he is a junior. Kobe Smith, who will stand in the on-deck circle, is the senior. That one missing, and a count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the second inning, no score, but runners in scoring position. The Thunder have loaded them up. And Chris, ready, needs a punch out, and he gets a breaking ball that's hit over to first. They're going to try to go down to second, and they don't get the double play, and so the run will score, and it's 1-0 Thunder on a fielder's choice. Infield shot over to first off the bat of Dove. Take another look on the We Win Injury Law replay.
Dove just makes strong contact. I thought they'd have time on that relay, but not enough. Great speed on the base pass to bring in the first run of this game.
That's your center fielder, Jax Tolman, getting down there quickly. Or was that Cohen Fuller? That was Fuller, wasn't it?
Fuller, yes.
Well, he's fast too.
He's got a lot of speed, long strider, tall kid.
And now here is Kobe Smith. Kobe hitting .382 in his senior season. Only 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs. He is an average guy. Like, he hits for average. He can go spray chart to right, up the middle, left, goes with the pitch. And the 0-1 in for strike 2. And now Trent Chris firing bull. It seems like he's regained his command a little bit here.
It's all about just trying to throw some strikes and get the mentality back to where it needs to be. They did get that second out away, let 1 run score. With bases loaded, if they can walk away with only 1 run in, that's minimal damage for Snow Canyon in that situation.
And Smith has that opportunity. A rope shot, but foul. Home plate umpire quickly putting his hands up. Foul ball. Doesn't matter where it lands past the bag. It's where it crosses, and we just couldn't quite see that replay. That was a hot shot. But the umpire has the best view in the building, and I think he was right on that one. And everybody resets. Count stays at 0-2 for Smith. Tolman's at third. Fuller's at second. And that breaking ball drops off the table. They appeal down to first. If he offered at it, they say no, so it's ball 1.
Smith looking to turn it over to a really hot top of the order here for the Thunder as well. So wants to have a quality at bat and try to get on at all costs.
Trent Chris trying to get out of this inning without any further damage. Swing and a miss, and strike 3, a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. And Smith wanted, what, interference? He's talking to the home plate umpire, but that'll do it. They get 1 run on no hits, and they strike first. Thunderstruck. 1-0 on the Wilkinson South Salida scoreboard when we come back to Gates Field.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Handel's Homemade Ice Cream is now open on River Road by Sprouts.
Come enjoy 48 flavors made fresh daily.
Cones, sundaes, shakes, and quarts to go.
Handel's Happiness served daily on River Road.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Welcome back to our coverage of the 4A State Baseball Championships. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster. Caden, Desert Hills gets the first run on the board, but it could have been more. Trent Chris, good way to only get out of there with giving up 1. after 3 straight walks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was definitely an opportunity for Desert Hills to go out there and just give a little more damage, right? Do a little more damage. But Snow Canyon was able to get out of it. And for Trent Chris to end it on a strikeout, that's huge for him.
And P.J. Hancock on a 0-1 pitch out to Fillmore. Fillmore, a blazing bullet over there to the first baseman, Harmon Skeen, for out number 1.
That was a good swing of the bat, but, man, it gets caught up in the grass and ends up kind of just being a slow roller over there to short by the time it gets enough friction on the ground, and the throw is on target for good out number 1 for Desert Hills. And now we're going to see Bridger Larson, first baseman, step up, lefty, and he's been huge for this team all season long. First pitch high.
And looking at the pitch count for Wall, this next pitch will be pitch number 28 for Roa. Usually you don't pay too much attention until the later innings on the pitch count, but here at State, you're thinking ahead. Even in a best-of-3 series, you're kind of thinking. But with everything kind of resetting for this best-of-3 series, I don't think that's as much a factor as it was, say, yesterday for Desert Hills and Crimson, in that winning you're into the state title game, or even went Tuesday or Wednesday in that department in bracket play.
For sure.
Wall, Bender, too much outside. 2-2 now, the count on Larson. Larson, another unsung hero, just kind of been flying on the radar, just coming to the park every day, doing his job. Bridger pitching, been great, hitting even better. 395, 13 doubles, 3 home runs this year. And 24 RBIs, no slouch in that department, and a good eye to boot as he gets the base on balls walk.
Good eye indeed. Another full count. I mean, we've seen a lot of long at-bats, and that was another one, is we're going to now see Diesel Lee step up for Snow Canyon. And they're almost at that point to work all the way through the lineup.
Worth noting, there is one injury on both these teams that are not available tonight. Logan Ross, who was the leadoff guy, the table setter, second baseman, he broke his hand, so he's out for the season. And Brock Graff, who was the center fielder when Jax Tolman would pitch and played a lot, he had an accident and ripped up his leg, and so he's on a little rolling scooter thing for Desert Hills, and he's not available and hasn't been the last couple weeks. Wall, here's the 0-1 outside, quickly 1-1 to Diesel Lee, who's on Paul's all-names team here at the state tournament.
That's right. Definite all-name team.
And a foul straight back. Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Big hits in the game tonight, brought to you by Dealer Collision Center, your choice for collision repair in southern Utah. Appreciate some of our great partners. You'll see their video ads if you're watching the live stream. You'll hear them if you're listening on the Fan Sports Network. Go tell them thanks for making it possible for us to bring you the games here from Gates Field all week long and all season long for that matter. There's a pickoff move nonchalantly over to Skeen at first, and Larson easily back on his feet, didn't have to dive or anything. Diesel Lee with the 1-1 count, 1 out, 1 on. Desert Hills has the 1-0 lead on the scoreboard.
That was a good stop behind the dish, just to be able to pop up like that from Isaac Swanson. That ball was going high, and man, if he hadn't have gotten up there so quickly, we'd be seeing a runner in scoring position right now.
Here comes the 1-2 from Roa outside, trying to snap that one off. Might have slipped out of the fingertips there. And it's 2-2.
Patient at bat here from Lee, evaluating and trying to diagnose how the ball's coming out of Roa Wall's hand. Waiting for the right pitch, now it's run full.
Payoff. Oh, got him on the left foot. So Diesel Lee will reach, hit by the pitch.
Man, and he did everything he could to jump out of the way of that one. I mean, he slid those feet as quickly back as he could, but that ball just kept on moving and moving and moving and tracked him perfectly down. Of course, hitting him and now putting a runner in scoring position. 1 on first, 1 on second, and only 1 out.
Today's game brought to you by Metcalf Bonzo Mortuary. Something to think about is they're pre-planning funeral services so your kids don't have to worry when that time's come. Good to take care of that. Go see Todd Bonzo and the gang down there, Metcalf Bonzo Mortuary on the Boulevard in St. George. Great sponsor of local sports here on the network. What do you think this conversation is about, gentlemen?
I think it's just let's calm down a bit. The nerves are obviously getting there for the not just Roll, but the Thunder here as they trying to preserve this 1-0 lead, and the Warriors starting to get some traffic out there. Two Warriors on base. A big spot here for Porter Randall. Randall, a guy not a regular all season that was inserted in the lineup after the loss of Ross to injury, but he's a really good hitter.
Wall, fastball, chest high, just top of the K-zone, missing.
25 ABs this year for Randall, hitting 400 average-wise.
And kid that's just kind of early to the yard, does his job, finds stuff to do, and now he's in a big spot with that injury to Ross where he's your everyday second baseman, and he has really come up clutch. He's a former Mountain Mike's Pizza Mountain Mover Award recipient throughout the season, denominated by Coach Reed Seacrest. But now he's a starter in the state championship series. You got to love that.
You absolutely have to love that. And he's been a guy that's been full of grit, and, you know, he's kind of turned into, in some ways, a leader on this team as well. I mean, you look at how deep this team goes, and we actually saw that in the last Snow Canyon game where we had a handful of regular starters that were out. And he was one that was still here, and he had to show that, hey, it's all good, guys. We can still win. And guess what? They did.
Yes.
Well, and look, Logan Ross, we talked about the injury. He was hitting .426 when he broke his hand.
That's a big loss.
And then you look at Porter Randall. He's hitting .400 on the button, so you haven't lost as much production as you might think, having to go. And I think we saw that yesterday with all those 7 guys out, and they still won over Provo 9-7, well, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And there is a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout, and Randall, with the backwards K in the scorebook, caught looking, beautiful pitch, froze him by Roa Wall.
That's right. Roa doubling as the Iceman there, froze completely, just didn't have any kind of recognition of the pitch and watched it go by. And now back to the top with Jagger McGavero.
Second K for Roa Wall here in the second inning. And a swing and a miss from McGavero. Kind of fun for the junior, Jagger. He wasn't the starter at shortstop to start the season for Coach Seacrest, but kept hitting in JV. They put him out there. It was a slow start at varsity, but he kept getting better and better. And now you look at the batting average, and this guy's a dude. He's grown up this year before our eyes. He had to wait his turn a little bit. And he has proven that he is an unbelievable shortstop, and he gets to hit 1-2 with his brother with the injury to Ross. So he's right in front of Braden, who's a senior. Jagger's only a junior. And there's a shot, and Fillmore can't get to it. This could tie the game. Here, they're going to put the brakes on. They're going to hold the runner. Bridger Larson tried to put the brakes on. The feet came out from under him. He'll go back to third.
What a rip here from Jagger. Gets barrel on it. An outstretched glove at short. Couldn't get there for Briggs Fillmore. And then Larson stumbling to cap off the play. Gets back to third, but it is bases loaded. Still no score from Snow Canyon. There are 2 outs away. Anything could happen.
See if the muscle of McGavero here, if he can get one out of the infield and bring in some runs.
And that is the first hit of the game, by the way, guys, was for either team. And it comes here in the bottom of the second inning. Desert Hills leading by a score of 1-0 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Lights, fans, home decor, contractors, homeowners. Welcome since 1946 at Wilkinson. And back-to-back foul balls off the bat of McGavero. This is Braden.
Braden, a .384 hitter, 23 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 triples.
A fierce competitor, fiery player, speedy center fielder, ready to go. And a breaking ball just missing. Desert Hills dugout erupted. They thought they got that hook over the plate. Home plate umpire says no, that's a ball, and it's 1-2.
And Roa Wall was 3 steps towards the dugout. He thought he had that one too.
And here's the 1-2, a swing and a shot to third, and it eats him up on a high hop into left field. 1 run will score. We're tied. Here comes the throw home, and it is going to be safe. The throw down to third, and he is safe at third. Snow Canyon has taken the lead 2-1 on a Braden McGavero hot shot past third base over there, and plating 2 runs in the process.
Absolutely, McGavero. You see just a weird hop there for Asher at third, and he's unable to field. The throw's good, just not in time. A lot of speed and pandemonium as the Warriors advance to third as well. Man, what a scramble that was, and the threat is not dead yet.
And that's hit so hard, you have to score that a hit.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 2 RBI single from McGavero, and now here is Cade Kelch, and Snow Canyon has their first lead of the night. So they have fought back after Desert Hills got 1 run in the top of the second. Snow Canyon has answered with 2 here in the bottom of the second. And you saw Williams just try to stab at it and stay with that play. It just took a funky bounce, and it was hit so hard with so much topspin. I cannot give him an error on that.
That's a knock.
Yeah, that's a knock all day long, no question. Pop up over to third. Williams looks like he's got plenty of time. It was high, and he makes the catch. But not before the Warriors get 2 runs on 2 hits. They do leave runners on base, but they're on top on the Wilkinson scoreboard 2-1 when we come back to Gates Field on KSL Sports and the Fan Sports Network.
Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Finley Subaru, House of John, Bucks Ace Hardware, and City of St. George Recreation.
Glad you're with us here on a feel-good Friday night. Game 1 of the best of 3 4A State Baseball Championship Series. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster with you here from Gates Field, Kearns High School. Been fun. We've been up here all week. And we'll be here through tomorrow night. Game 2 will be at 1 o'clock. That's the scheduled time. There is a 3A championship game 2 at 10 a.m., so that time could fluctuate if that game goes lengthy. And then if the both teams split tonight and tomorrow, then we would have a approximately 6:30 winner-take-all game 3 if necessary. Back to the top of the order here, to the top of the third inning we go. Briggs Fillmore will lead things off. He walked in his first at bat. Philly's been having a great state tournament, playing a really solid shortstop, and been hitting as well for Jagan Levin and the Thunder. The junior swinging a foul into the dirt. It's a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball.
And Briggs continues to show plate discipline, as he did foul that one off there, but forced the walk in the first inning. And he is just a very observative batter, watches tendencies.
He's pretty aggressive, though. He's hitting .351, 9 doubles, 1 triple, and he does have 1 home run. And Briggs is probably what, Paulie? 5'7", 5'6", 5'7", maybe a $145.
Yeah.
Like that's why I use the term. I always find a couple mighty mites along the road and throughout the baseball season. He's a mighty mite in region.
That's right. Love your mighty mites. It's been a running tradition.
Yeah. And that one outside, and it's 2-1 on Briggs Fillmore. His older brother Jace and him played together the last couple years. Jace is now playing in the NWAC at Yakima Community College, and Yakima's been recruiting a bunch of seniors from Region 9. There's 6 or 7 that have committed to go there. And there's a fastball and a good one right down the bottom of the K zone, and it's 2-2. Good pitch there from Trent Chris.
Yeah, Trent Chris dialing it in here with a couple of strikes. We'll see if Fillmore can continue to battle here.
I believe that was 87 miles an hour. And I believe Trent's dad and stepmom are big Seattle Seahawks fans like myself.
Nice.
We have a little common
denominator.
There you go.
Yeah. Another full count. Nobody on, and Fillmore's going to call time. But again, these battling at-bats have been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah, second straight at-bat for Fillmore that he's run full. And the pitch count elevating for Chris, now at 49 pitches.
And foul tipped into the dirt. No, he said he missed it. That's strike 3.
Interesting. Let's see if we have this on the We Win Injury Law replay.
The ball changed course. It got out of the glove.
I think it got out of the glove, but I don't think it touched the bat. I don't think it did, but it's hard to tell.
Fillmore instantly said, I got a piece.
He maybe did. I mean, it's so hard to tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell live. So unless we slowed it down frame by frame, you probably can't tell on those live videos on the We Win Injury Law replay. Here is Isaac Swanson. He was talking about his dad, Taylorsville High School, winning 3 titles, but he ended up going to Dixie Junior College and playing in St. George, and that's where the family has stayed and where Isaac has grew up. And there's a called strike. And Isaac a smile like, oh, really?
I'm telling you, this umpire really likes, as long as it's good up and down, left and right, he's calling a lot of those strikes, even when they're maybe a little closer to a ball than a strike. As long as it's just nicking that strike zone, he'll call it.
You're saying the zone is wider than it is
taller. The zone is wide.
Taller.
The zone is wide.
Kelch set up way on the outside part of the plate. Chris going to throw the fastball right to the glove, and he was set up outside the zone. And it's ball. Trying to get him to chase maybe there, and the count is now 1-2. We're in the top of the third inning. Snow Canyon has the 2-1 lead on the Wilkes. This is House of Lightning scoreboard. Trent Chris, the 1-2. Outside, didn't break back over. It's 2-2 the count. Nobody on base here with 1 out for the Thunder. Swanson 0 for 1 tonight. Swanson on the season, though. 2 home runs, 5 triples, 14 doubles, hitting .426 with 25 runs batted in, which puts him 4th on the Thunder, behind only Skeen, Wall, and Williams in RBIs. Full count now. Swanson battling back. Here comes the payoff. And he popped him up. Over there, second baseman going to come behind the first baseman to make the catch for out number 2. That was Randall with the put out.
Heads up play by Randall, because even though that might have been in Bridger Larson territory, Larson lost it for a second there. Randall was tracking it down very well and called Larson off anyway, and Larson gladly stepped out of the way. It was a fairly easy grab for Randall.
Tonight's game brought to you by the Back Nine Golf. They've got a couple Southern Utah locations, including their corporate headquarters. Over 500 Back Nine franchises now and counting for the back9golf.com. 24/7 access. Nothing improves your game like a couple of hours, a couple times a week with a Back Nine membership. Go to theback9golf, all spelled out, .com. You don't have to put the all spelled out stuff in there, just theback9golf.com. Skeen at the plate. 0 for 1.
Skeen boasts a ridiculous 1.777 OPS on base plus slugging. He is a guy that lives on the bases and crushes the ball.
16 dingers, leads the state of Utah, second all-time single season behind only Cy Christmas, who did it at Maple Mountain last year. The 16 home runs, other than Cy Christmas, would have set the record, because 15 was the previous high. The Region 9 record, by the way, was set by Pineview's Austin Smith in 2008 with 13, and he has broke that record by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That puts Austin Smith now tied for 7th. It was kind of fun to look at Caden Porter, Spanish Fork. I know his little brother Brock Porter was teammates with my son, golf team in high school. Stephen Cantwell from Bingen, 13. He played quarterback at Dixie State back in the day, in the 14, 15, 16 era. There was some names I recognized. Blake Mickelson, Snow Canyon, hit 11. I think Hagen Reed a couple years ago end up with 10, just missing kind of that top 12 in the single season in home runs. And a swing and a miss, fooled him on the breaking ball, and Roll Wall is now behind in the count 0-2.
Very different at bat than the one we just saw to Harmon Skeen, as Harmon goes on a 4-pitch walk. And now we're looking at quickly just 0-2. It's a pitcher's count for Trent Chris.
And inside.
And that was actually close. I mean, it was inside, it was a little low. But that's almost the perfect 0-2 pitch right there. Maybe try to say, just close enough to the zone, and maybe try to get him swinging. And we'll take a look again here now as he's back at it. Lefty versus lefty. We love a good 1-2.
And strike 3, a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for TC. Caught him looking there. Beautiful pitch, 86 miles an hour on the heater. And the Warriors cruise in the top of the third. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. When we come back, Snow Canyon leading Desert Hills 2-1 on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Findlay Subaru, House of Jump, Bucks Ace Hardware, and City of St. George Recreation.
Welcome back, everybody. We were doing some calculations in the break because we were checking the career home runs list. The all-time lead in the state of Utah is a guy named Damian Sapp, who played in the 90s at Pleasant Grove with 30. And there's a first pitch swinging by Trey Vaughn, gloved. The throw, not in time, I don't think. And Trey Vaughn is going to get an infield single, and the leadoff runner is aboard.
Leg it out, young man. Trey Vaughn, known for his power with his 52 RBIs leading the team, but that time just running hard and getting down the line.
We were checking the career home runs for Skeen. 16. Last year he had 6. His sophomore year he had 3. There's no data on his freshman year, so I'm checking on that. But right now he's at 25, which would put him third all-time in career home runs in the state of Utah. And there's a hot shot. It goes off Roll Wall's foot, and it kicks out in there to right field. Cohen Fuller is going to go get it, and the runners will be at second and third after back-to-back hits. Here comes SC's bats.
This is one we have to see here on the We Win Injury Law replay. And one that looks like maybe it's an easy play, but just out of position there at second base by Fuller, and he can't get to it in time. And, man, just like that, it just feels like Lady Luck is with the Warriors on that play.
But P.J. Hancock will step in. Man, C4 had to go all the way out because, you know, you're thinking on a shot up the middle, Kobe Smith's out and right, and the ricochet, that's just kind of a bad break the way it caromed off Roa's foot. It gave them both an extra base there.
Yeah.
I was starting to say the 25 home runs in his career. We're checking on his freshman season. Puts Harmon Skeen at 31. But we'll circle back to that. Put a pin in that, right, Paulie?
Yeah, absolutely.
P.J. Hancock swinging a miss for strike one.
And that was an attempted home run swing right there. He was swinging out of his shoes on that play.
And the pitch. And this one is smoked into center field, going back towards the wall, and a one hops off of it. Rattling around, both runners will score. It's a 2 RBI double for P.J. Hancock, and the Warriors are fired up, and they've got a 4-1 lead.
And we see P.J. kind of pull the ripcord like he's revving up some kind of power sport motor as he's getting this team going with that double off the wall. That was a loud sound off the bat and a fast group of Warriors getting around the bases. P.J. standing up at second.
And that line drive, I mean, it got nearly, maybe 30 feet off the ground. It wasn't like that went high at all. This is a Larson pop-up and tracking it down, going to go out of play. But just a good bat-on-ball line drive over center fielder's head. Beautiful, beautiful play there by P.J. Hancock.
Frozen rope. That thing was absolutely tattooed off the bat. Super high exit velocity.
And now Roa Wall, with nobody out, already 2 runs have come home, and he's got another duck on the pond he's got to deal with out there with no outs as he goes to work here, and that first pitch outside.
Roa's found the home run swing late in the season. We saw the Super Regionals. He crushed a 3-run home run. He's had another home run up here at Kearns Field, and he's continued to really find that power stroke in his stance and in his bat.
Long frame from Swanson behind the plate there, thinking, you sure that's not a strike right there? And he held it up for a while, but no, there's no delayed called strike. He's going to continue to call that a ball.
Wall. That one, a hot shot through the right side of the infield between first and second. They're going to send the runner. Here comes P.J. Hancock. He will score 5-1. The throw down there to second, not in time. And Bridger Larson's got an RBI hit, and the Warriors tack another run on the board.
Man, this one is a hot shot through the gap, rolls into right. He'll stop at first for a second, sees that throw's going home. And that's a great heads-up base running there by Bridger Larson to end up on second and still get the RBI.
This Warrior team's really starting to barrel baseballs here in the third. And Roa Wall, this will be pitch 60 for Roa. And the Warriors' bats giving Trent Chris a little cushion. Diesel Lee is the batter.
All of this happening with no outs. 3 runs scored, no outs, runner on second.
Fabulous Freddy's foul ball up and out of play. Tonight's game brought to you by Aquatic Balance Pool Service. I just confirmed, by the way, I was doing that calculation, career home runs. It is 25. No home runs his freshman year for Harmon Skeen. Kevin Cave was his coach his freshman year. So Coach Cave, who's spent some time earlier in the week with us in the broadcast booth up here at Gates Field.
Yeah.
Helping me out with that little nugget.
You know, that was a really close pitch here from Roa Wall. I mean, he's marking the zone. Sometimes he's just outside of it, but he's throwing some good stuff. Snow Canyon's just seeing it well right now.
Wall, here's the 2-1, excuse me. And 3-1 as that one misses. But now the umpire's saying 2-2. Well, everybody, including the scoreboard operator here at Gates Field, lost track of the count here.
We all lost track of it.
With the 2-2 pitch, and that one's going to keep it at 2-2 as it's fought up and out of play. 5-1 Warriors, bottom of the third, game 1 of the best-of-3 championship series.
Diesel Lee, he's got home run swing. He's got extra horsepower in his engine. He's got 3 on the season. He would love no more than to do it right now.
And he popped him up, shallow center field. Fillmore going out. Jax Tolman from center coming in. It will be Tolman, and that'll be the first much needed out of the inning defensively for D. Hills.
Yeah, much needed indeed, and lucky for them it was an easy one. They didn't have to work too hard for it. And listen, this is the last guy on the bottom of the lineup, but still a guy who's hitting over 400. It's not like you ever have an easy out, right? You always have somebody coming up to the plate who can hit a ball.
That's right. For a team that bats 380 as a group, not many weak spots in this lineup.
Wall, the lefty delivery, called strike one to Porter Randall. Randall 0 for 1 in this game, the second baseman for the Warriors. Again, talked about him coming in late in the year as now the starting second baseman after the injury to Ross. And no drop-off to speak of in batting average.
That was a great pitch there from Roa Wall. That was one that sunk right down into the zone. Swanson was framed up perfectly for it already. He didn't move the glove.
0-2 pitch coming here. And strike 3. There's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Roa Wall. 2 away.
Yep, that was, again, just another one of those pitches where Swanson holds the glove up, frames it. He doesn't even need to move the glove to frame it. It's just already there.
And Randall wanted feedback. You could see he was like, where was that pitch? He wanted feedback for his next AB.
Yeah, he thought that maybe it was a little high, but it was definitely touching the high part of the zone.
And back to the top of the order. And this is Jagger McGavero. And first pitch called strike. Wall, that was his 66th. Actually, his 67th pitch, if I'm not mistaken. Let me refresh and make sure I'm all caught up on pitch count. And a pop-up straight back up and out of play.
You know, there's something, and this is such a one of those things that has nothing to do with the actual game of baseball besides aesthetics. He's swinging a silver bat, which feels like something I did back in the early 2000s, 90s, as he rips one.
And it's going to get through the left side. They're going to send their runner, the three-leg coming home. They're telling him to slide, and it's in safe. Bridger Larson scores RBI single by McGavero. And it's 6-1. Warriors take another look. Nobody there, just found a hole in that left side of the defense.
The mighty McGaveros, one on base. Now the next one into the box, and they've driven in yet another run. I feel like they've been driving in runs in a bunch and just groups in this state tournament.
I'm telling you, it's these silver bats these McGaveros have, these silver sluggers right here.
Yes, the silver sluggers. I like that.
Jagger McGavero now 2 for 3 with an RBI. Braden is 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs, and he takes that first pitch swinging. This is Braden, the number 2 hitter in the Warrior lineup, and he fouls it off. 4 runs have already been plated here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And there's another hot shot out to left. And another 2-out hit for the Warriors. And the McGavero boys at the top of the order have combined to go 4 out of 5 already in this game.
You know, it's so hard right now for Desert Hills where Roa Wall sitting at 73 pitches, a lot of life left in the arm, but at what point do you look at the board and say, all right, man, we're already down 6-1. Do we need to make some sort of a change here? As good as Roa is, they're seeing it. They're hitting it. Do you need to make that change already? They have some movement in the bullpen. When does the change happen?
I would stick with Roa a little bit longer. You know the Thunder Bats are capable of erupting.
They could make that comeback.
You know he's not available tomorrow at this point.
And that's always the gamble, right? That's my point is do you let that pitch count continue to climb up because you just need as many other arms later.
And there's a shot into right center field off the bat of Cade Couch, and it's going to fly away. Baseball! A 3-run ball by Cato! Couch, and Snow Cannon's up 9-1.
Tape measure bomb for Cade Kelch. How about the kid here just squaring it up and sending it out? And a lightning bolt. As he's playing the Thunder today, he'll fight thunder with lightning.
They're fired up. Dugout out to greet him. That was a no-doubter from the crack of the bat, guys.
That was a no-doubter from just about every single person in this entire place as Gates Field sees its first home run of the night in the championship series.
Cade Kelch goes yard. And for him, that's home run number 8 on the season.
A phenomenal number.
And that's going to help him. And he is 18th in the state, regardless of classification and slugging percentage. That's going to keep on bumping up after that big fly.
And now another arm has went down to get loose. Boston Schaefer just left the dugout. He's been running balls to the umpire. Now he is sprinted down and is starting to toss in the Thunder bullpen. That first pitch to TV, Trayvon missing. It's 1-0 the count.
Trayvon, a unicorn. He's 13th in the state in average.
And breaking ball and chops on top of it, foul.
505 average. Top 10 in the state in home runs. And number 14, top 15 in slugging percentage. He is a guy that hits for contact, power, into every corner of this crevice of this field. He can find it.
Vaughn takes a called strike. As always, we'll be naming our Findlay Subaru Star of the Game in our Johnson Pediatric Post-Game Show. We'll also hand out our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game and our Jersey Mike Sub of the Game, as Vaughn is going to put a swing on that, hit it out to right field. Giving chase out there is Smith, and Smith is going to find it on the track. And finally, the inning is over as they get 7 runs. And just absolutely just have turned this game. And Uncle Mo is all with the Warriors right now. It's 9-1 when we come back to Gates Field. Warriors have the lead, and Thunder are going to have to try to rattle the bats. And we've got it for you here on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com.
Your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Everest, K2, and now the Mountain by Mountain Mike's Pizza. The mountain-sized pizza is a massive 20 inches wide, delivering 20 slices and a mountain of toppings. Order yours now by using our mobile app.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Findlay Subaru, House of Jump, Bucks Ace Hardware, and City of St. George Recreation.
Back here at Gates Field. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at Jimmy John's. We've been having fun with our Jimmy John's highlight of the week every single week. Make sure you go give us a follow at the Fan SN. If you just tuned in and you missed Coach Sechrist mic'd up, you can go give that a listen. Give us a follow. And every month we're finding local highlights. And if you submit your highlights on our website, thefansportsnetwork.com, we choose yours. We're going to hook you up with a $100 gift card to Jimmy John's. Here's Trent Chris and Asher Williams. First pitch swinging, and this is going to go back, and fly away baseball. It's a solo shot bomb for Asher Williams, as that was a no-doubter as well.
Asher, the Masher, has made his appearance in this game with that tape measure shot. He blew that ball out of here and brings the Thunder back into this game.
That went off the houses. That's a tape measure shot, guys.
Dude, that is a 450-foot home run just barely. That was
Kate Kelch just hit one over 400, and he just hit one even further, guys. We have seen 2 absolute
Look at that. It
bombs.
bounced in the backyard. You can see it in the replay.
That's over the railroad tracks behind Kearns High School in Gates Field.
It hit the patio of the house beyond the railroad tracks. That's crazy.
Right, it's in the next
Holy
zip code,
smokes.
basically. Wow. That was crushed.
Well, Tolman, follow that up. Let's see what you got, buddy.
By the way, that was the first hit of the game for Desert Hills off of Trent Chris. They had scored a run on a walk and a fielder's choice, RBI, but they had not gotten a hit until Asher Williams says, see you later.
Again, a freshman, just never a moment too big for Asher.
He's not built like a freshman, though. This kid is strong and sturdy. And
I would love to know what that measurement is from home plate to the house.
It had the press row oohing and awing where that landed.
Yeah, somebody needs to go and knock on the door of that house and say, excuse me, guys, you got a baseball back here?
Maybe jump on Google Earth and
That's
see
exactly what I'm doing
you can
right
see
now.
how far that house is on Google Earth. Unbelievable tape measure shot moments ago. A swing and a miss. That's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Trent Chris. Way to bounce back after giving up a bomb with the K, Red Rock Real Estate.
Good resolve from Chris. He's still up 7 runs on the board, so no need to get rattled. That is a huge, big scoring play for the Thunder, but you still got a lot of runs supporting your back pocket. Just got to pitch and be yourself.
Red Rock Real Estate, taking care of you. Real estate, vacation rentals, property management from land to luxury. You can find a Red Rock Real Estate agent, redrockrealestate.com. Here's C4. He's worn 4 his whole career. That's the nickname. I was talking with his dad, and his dad was telling me he's always worn 4. But you got a senior with, 4, so he switched to 6. So he's been C4 since he was 12. C4 is kind of explosive, and he's always been an explosive baseball player. But again, freshman, you got to respect the elders and the number selection, right?
That's right. There's a hierarchy when it comes to numbers.
What a performance by C4 yesterday. Got the win on the bump with the distance, 2-run bomb. Love to do something flashy here. It's going to be a chopper to third, gloved by Hancock. Throw is a dagger over to Larson at first. It's a 5-3 put out for out number 2.
And Trent Chris, as we see here on the We Win Injury Law replay, he's in control right now. He's just got the pitches locked in. He's working three to 4 pitches I've seen, and all 4 of them looking great. And he's just getting ground balls, pop outs, and strikeouts. He's getting outs in every variety.
Are you guys ready for the number on that home run?
Yeah.
464 feet.
Wow. Measured it to the front of the house or the roof of the house?
I measured it to the back wall of the fence of the yard.
Gotcha.
Just to go on the conservative side, 464 conservatively.
That is unreal. This kid, the sky is the ceiling for Asher Williams. And now with 2 outs, it's a 9-2 game, and Keithan Dove trying to do a little 2-out hit here and keep this inning rolling along. We're in the top of the 4th. And that one just nibbling on the outside corner but missing.
The shortest it could have been to the back wall of that person's yard is 455. That's the shortest, and we know it went over that.
Yeah. I
there you go.
Call
465. 465 is probably an
pretty
accurate
close.
number.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That is insane.
And I'm sure Kelch's was over 400 feet, don't you think?
I think it's. Oh yeah.
I mean, those were both 2 bombs in this game. Unreal stuff here from a couple of hitters for each respective team. Warriors leading by 7. Breaking ball for a called strike. And it's now 3-2 the count.
Crispin, no stranger to working counts full, but he has gotten decisive strikes or gotten pop outs or ground outs on this full count many times. Not that time.
And that one gets away from Cato Kelch and ball 4. So Dove has a 2-out walk, and he is aboard. And now we're going to the number 9 hitter in the lineup, and Kobe Smith, the right fielder, will step in.
Kobe looking to turn the lineup over. He's been a great kind of second leadoff man for this Thunder batting order.
Last at bat, he struck out, so he's got to change something here. Doesn't want to be the last out of the inning. Taking the good, first pitch ball. But 2 are away. Force out at first and second.
And a shot over the shortstop, McGavero, and that's going to be a 2-out hit. So here's the 8-9 guys getting a little 2-out rally going for the Thunder. We're back to the top of the order, and Briggs Fillmore will step in.
And here come the big guns. And this is the first bit of pressure that Trent Chris has felt tonight. He's feeling a little bit of heat right now as the Thunder started to move the order. And now back to the top, Briggs Fillmore, who is the true leadoff guy, but the 8-9 spots already set the table for the Thunder.
Stepping in, Philly, ready to go. Briggs wiggling that bat from the right side. Trent Chris is giving up his first 2 hits of the game, and that's a wild pitch, and everybody's going to move up 90 feet. So now you have 2 ducks on the pond. And Desert Hills is chasing 7 to tie right now, guys. These are some big runs as we're into the 4th inning.
Got to get these runs if you're the Thunder. It's imperative. And the forks, the spoons, the knives, the table's set. Briggs Fillmore just needs to bring home the big runs.
With a good count right now as well. 2-0. He's got a lot of wiggle room.
2-0, yep. Got some room to see some pitches. Wait for one that suits his eye. I agree with you, Caden. And is swinging a hot shot, and that would fit his eye. And that's going to be through the shortstop and third baseman, and going to score 2 runs. So Briggs Fillmore has a 2 RBI single, and they're chipping away at that Warrior lead. It's now 9-4.
While small in stature, this kid brings a lot with the bat. Look at that swing. Compact, puts it out there, and gets in some vital runs for this Thunder team.
Big moment there for Briggs as we now see Isaac Swanson, the catcher, coming up to the plate. And listen, it was exactly what it was, right? A 2-0 count. You want to see your pitch. He saw it. He hit it. It was perfection as it's a 2-run RBI.
Great shots there on our We Win Injury Law replay. We Win Injury Law. They will win for you, period. If you've been injured, get a free quote. Check out the website. Reach out, wewininjurylaw.com. Here's Trent Chris. The hitter is Isaac Swanson. And Swanson, yeah, he looked like he wanted to try to go yard there. That was a big cut from Isaac. Step throw, pickoff attempt, just to let Fillmore know he's thinking about him. Fillmore back in time.
I mean, this is the spot in the order that's the toughest to navigate through if you're a pitcher. You got the smash and mashing machine, Harmon Skeen, in the batter's box, and the hero of last night, Isaac Swanson, in the batter's box. There's no easy spots right now for Trent Chris. And now Swanson ready. Chris looks in.
And the pitch, it's going to be a strike on the inside part of the plate to Swanson. And it's 0-2 the count. We're in the top of the 4th. Desert Hills is clapped back for 3 runs after Snow Canyon just put 7 on the board in the bottom of the 3rd. And it's a 9-4 game. Trent Chris would love to get out of here with a quick out, but he didn't snap that bender off, and it's high and away for ball 1.
Good eye there. Obviously, this got to 0-2, now 1-2. It's still all about protecting the zone. 2 strikes against you. We talked about wiggle room before with Fillmore. You don't have that here for Swanson.
And part of the reason that we saw some big shots is that's going to be hit fair. It's a fair ball down the third baseline, rattling around the corner. They're going to hold the runner Fillmore at third because it was really good job out there in left field by Hansen to get it cleanly off the wall. It almost ricocheted right to him, so the run doesn't score, but the 2-out rally continues, and now Harmon Skeen will step in, take another look. There it is. Late stop sign by Coach over at third base.
Wow, what a sequence there. That was frantic, hectic, but now
Coach Sechrist is going to come say, hey, are you sure about that foul or fair ball? And then we got a pinch runner coming in for Swanson so he can get his catcher's gear on.
Mentioned this last inning as we see, all our viewers see as he steps into the box, the leading home run man in the state. Mentioned his OPS last inning, 1.777. It's a jackpot every time this dude steps in the box for the Thunder. And they're going to have a meeting on the mound to talk about this because this is a big sequence.
And to update you there, good stuff from Paulie, but there was a warning given to Coach Sechrist there by the home plate umpire. So that's his first. The warning is in play now.
And arguably, he was pretty hot after that one coming out of the dugout. And so, probably fair warning for sure. But, I like to see a coach that stands up for his players and stands up for the game.
Yes.
And he's also over here on that third base line. It's possible that the Warriors dugout had a pretty good look to see if that was fair or foul. Our replay didn't quite capture it from where we're at. It's maybe a little difficult to see. I thought it was still fair. But again,
I was watching.
The umpire has one of the best shots of it in the house because he's looking down that line.
My eyes could deceive me, but I almost thought I saw a little almost puff of chalk, like it might have been right
and
on the line.
That would be a fair ball.
Yeah, correct.
In that case,
I could be wrong on that, and then I was kind of watching out of the corner of my left eye, and then I wanted to see the quick call from the home umpire, who emphatically said fair. I mean, he is directly down the line watching that from behind home plate. He's got a great viewpoint. And here is Harmon Skeen. And Skeen's going to take that one for a called strike one.
And again, I'm talking about this zone a little bit. That inside pitch, as long as up and down is good, if it's a little further inside than you're used to, I'm seeing called strikes a lot tonight. You still got to protect that part of the plate.
The inner half getting a lot of strike calls. I agree, Kate.
He goes too far inside. They'll call that a ball.
Yeah. Skeen had to duck away, evade it there, but 1-1 count, 2 outs, and a nice 2-out rally here for the Thunder.
You know, I had Chris on the fastball, 84, 85 in the first inning. That last one, 86 on the gun, so he has not lost any velo at all here in the fourth inning. And a hot shot at Skeen, rips it through. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run, and it is safe at home as Britton scored.
And look at the big fella getting down to second all the while to throw home, and he just chugs over. And there he is, smashing, mashing, machine, Harmon Skeen. And he'll get a pitch, or he's going to just give his helmet to coach and head right back over to take his base after that. Great knock.
And on the replay, perfectly placed through the gap. And a good throw in from Hansen out there and left. But again, just not quite on time. Kels tried to make the turn and look over to second. Desert Hills played it perfectly.
Should we be surprised? I mean, Snow Canyon as a team hitting 379. Desert Hills hitting over 360. I mean, already 15 runs, and we're still in the top of the fourth inning between these two Region 9 foes.
Any pitcher that looks at this scouting report, your coach just looks at you and says, good luck. Because these hitters are so talented on both sides of the diamond. I mean, Chris and Wall, of course, great throughout the season, both of them. And Chris, great in this tournament. Wall, great in the bracket play. But tonight, these hitters seeing the ball right now.
And it looks like we may be getting some sort of substitution.
Maybe to warm
over there on PJ Hancock's coming off.
So maybe PJ is going to be in relief, and they put a defensive player over to third so he can get loose. Because Trent Chris is now at 89 pitches.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. And now PJ is running to the bullpen. So that's exactly what Coach Sechrist is doing as Trent's pitch count is getting elevated here. And they have scored 5 runs after the Warriors just scored 7. And it's a 9-6 game all of a sudden. And you got another duck on the pond out there in Harmon Skeen, who just got the 2 RBI hit at second base. And Roe Wall takes that first pitch for ball 1.
That's Kale Esplin over there at third now for those who were curious.
Yep. And the pitch high. 2-0 the count.
Yeah, Trent Chris, the pitch count is rising. He's already at 91. So, I mean, he only has 19 left in him if that's a perfect pitching opportunity for him where he comes out here and pitches 110, right?
Now, if he gets out of this inning, you probably rolled PJ to start the next one. But if you give up another hit, you probably got to go get him here.
I agree.
Trent's going to battle back with a called strike, knee high on Roa Wall. 9-6, top of the fourth inning. Gatesfield, the wind, I was starting to talk about the wind, and then we had all that excitement. The wind, who was blowing in from left, 15-16 to start this game, has now died. There is absolutely not a breath of wind here at Gatesfield.
Yeah, nothing whatsoever.
Temperature still floating right around 69 degrees. It's been a beautiful week up here.
It has.
Temperature-wise. I think the high's been maybe 95, the low about 75.
Yeah, clear skies, not a drop of rain, great temperatures.
The wind has been a factor for sure, but that's been the only weather that's been somewhat of an issue for the outfielders and the pitchers and the hitters to deal with.
That's right.
And now they'll use their mound visit here to get one in an inning, and Kate Kelch will come out. Trent Chris actually waved him out. So I think maybe they were crossed up. They want to get on the same page when they want to throw here.
Yeah, I think it's all about, hey, this is what I want to throw to him right here in this opportunity. And sometimes there might be a disagreement from one to the other. You know, you can only shake off the pitches so many times before you can land on the right one. You don't want to take that much time trying to figure out what pitch you can both agree on.
Roe Wall facing a 3-1 count. Meeting is over. 9-6, Warriors leading the Thunder. We've had a ton of action here in the last inning between the bottom of the third and the top of the fourth, which are in right now. 12 runs have scored all of a sudden. And a swing and a miss, and the runner, Harmon will scoot down as that one gets away from Cade Kelch on a pass ball.
Now, I may be wrong, but I thought that was a foul ball.
I think so, too.
The umpire's telling him to go back.
I think so, too.
The umpire's telling him to go back.
It did kind of seem to just barely catch a piece. Good observation.
I just thought, it's the sound more than it is the visual. Sometimes that visual goes by a little too quickly, but you can hear when it hits multiple objects as it's flying by. So we reset, foul ball, full count.
So Skeen back to second base. Here's the payoff. The left-hander TC got him, called strike 3 on an 83-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the outer corner of Red Rock Real Estate. Strikeout, but not before a big 5-spot put on the board by the Thunder as they fight back. Snow Candy still leads 9-6 here from Gates Field on the Wilkinson scoreboard on KSL Sports and the Fan Sports Network.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
We Win Injury Law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Back here, Gates Field. We're ready for some more baseball in the bottom of the fourth inning. Desert Hills. 5 runs, man. We thought the Snow Canyon was running away with it. It is a 9-1 ball game before we got into the top of the fourth. 9-6.
Yeah, I mean, still anybody's ball game now.
Absolutely.
Still a lot of baseball to be played here. This scheduled 7-inning game. And new pitcher into the game for the Thunder. So that'll do it for Roe Wall as Smith will come in to pitch. Dylan Smith. Number 29 of the Thunder is going to serve one up to Hanson, and Hanson's going to rope it back through the box. Nobody could get to it. Smith couldn't get to it. Fillmore and Fuller were charging, and it went right over the bag into center field for a leadoff single.
Man, crossing paths there to try to get a stop on the ball. That's good defense from your second baseman and your shortstop, but the hit was just a little bit better.
And now we've got a re-entry here because Hancock came out to get warm in the pen, and now Coach Sechrist is re-entering him to hit.
And
when
of course
you want his bat, he's 364.
Oh, yeah. Well, he barreled one up all the way to the center field wall already once today. You might as well get him back in there another time.
Yeah, he was a couple ticks off a homer earlier this game and swinging for him all season long.
He does have 6 dingers.
Yeah, 6 of them on the season.
I think 3 of them have come in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's another one like Roe Wall, been really mega hot.
With Cade Kelch hitting the home run tonight for Snow Canyon, that's 40 home runs for the team this year. That is a high mark of home runs in a season in high school baseball, guys.
Good stuff by Swanson behind the plate there with a runner on base already. And in this kind of game, it feels like runs might not be hard to come by, so you got to do everything in your power to keep guys from getting into scoring position.
And with Asher Williams hitting the home run earlier, 34 for Desert Hills, so they mash it too.
Oh, yeah. You're not that far off.
74 total home runs on the season between these two clubs.
That's right. There's a reason these two teams are the last two teams standing.
Smith working against the Warriors batter, which is now Hancock. Esplin will not hit. This is Hancock, who's back into the game, and it's quickly now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one outside, full count. Hancock 1 for 2 tonight with 2 RBIs and a run scored.
Good work from Hancock as well to get this now to a full count. He started off with it looking like it was a good pitcher's count with Smith. Now it's full.
And the shot through the left side. Williams picks it. Gets it over there to first in time for the put out.
Wow.
What a pick.
Now we've got to check this one out on the replay. The pick was as impressive as anything else, and then the throw, he just threw a glove out at that thing. And that was a close play, but man, he stretched out there and got it.
Took a stab at that one is the best way I can put it. He just threw his hand up quickly and hoped that it was going to hit that spot. I mean, that ball was scorched so hard. He had to make just about the perfect pick to make that play, and he did.
Webb Jim, gentlemen, Webb Jim.
Yes.
Dun-dun-dun. That's like a SportsCenter Top 10 highlight on a
it really feels
June
like it.
day.
Yes.
Yeah. In the summer when you don't have a lot of highlights, except for Major League Baseball on a Wednesday, that's easily top 3 probably.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. 9-6 game, Snowcan leading. Smith gets a great glove from his third baseman, Williams, for the first out. Warriors, though, do have a runner in scoring position. That's Hanson at second. Bridger Larson is at the plate. He's 1 for 1 in the game today. Larson hitting .395 on the year. Called strike at the knees.
And that was a good located, very well located pitch here to Bridger Larson for now a 1-1 count.
Here's the pitch, and that one just missing the K zone.
When you got names like Vaughn, Kelsch, Hanson, so many seniors that have made big impacts on this team, but Bridger Larson sometimes get lost in the shuffle, but he is going to crush one there.
And it's hit into the gap in right center field. It's going to get all the way to the track, cut off there. The runner is going to coast around, and it's a 10-6 game. Larson with the ribby.
Unbelievable contact here. Right over the second baseman's head, into the gap, as you mentioned, rolling all the way to the track. Good stop out there by Smith in right field to at least stop the runner at first, but it's still an RBI nonetheless for the Warriors.
And we got a shootout on our hands now at this point, guys.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I don't think runs are going to be hard to come by. We've already seen 16.
That's right.
And I feel like this game is far from over.
10-6. We got a first quarter NFL score going on here.
We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch from Smith. In relief of Rowall, in for a called strike. The batter is Diesel Lee. Lee 0 for 1 tonight. Diesel hitting .260 on his senior season. 3 home runs, 3 doubles. Snap throw over to first on a pickoff attempt. Just to let him know you're thinking about him, and that one bends too far outside. And it's 1-1 the count. 1 on, 1 out. Diesel Lee ready. Smith, runner going to go. Swanson digs it out, throws it quickly, and they got him. What a throw. What a pickoff from Isaac Swanson behind the dish for the Thunder.
Now, I want to see this again because watch the swim attempt. The attempt was there, and it nearly got there, but that arm stayed down. That's what got touched was the arm before the other one could get to the bag.
I think the most impressive thing is that one hopped in the dirt. So he had to pick it cleanly, then get the transfer off a short hop to the plate.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's not like it's a strike right down the middle where you can just spring out of your stance and throw it. He's got to dig it first.
That's right.
You know, but sometimes on a throw like that, when the ball hits the dirt, a lot of times that runner at first is thinking this might be a pass ball. They take a lead off. Well, he was already going, so the catcher was ready to pop up and go with it. But, yes, as you mentioned, that can be a difficult one to field. It was fielded very cleanly from Swanson behind the dish.
Here's the full count pitch to Diesel Lee from Smith. And a swing and a miss. It's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. So they do get one. Warriors get one run and now lead at 10-6. And we're going to the top of the fifth when we come back. We'll see if the Desert Hills bats stay hot. Live on the Fan Sports Network and KSL Sports.
An appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Finley Subaru, House of John, Bucks Ace Hardware, and City of St. George Recreation.
Back here in the fifth, top half. Desert Hills is the visiting team. Snow Canyon home. They'll flip that in game 2. And Desert Hills tomorrow in that 1 o'clock game will be the home team. Asher Williams, last time he was at the plate, he went 465-ish to right center field for the longest home run we've seen hit at this ballpark all week long.
Yeah, 465-ish is being conservative. Honestly, 470 maybe is more realistic.
It was a bomb. Asher the Masher, as Paulie's been calling him during the broadcast.
That's right.
And living up to that nickname, huh?
Let's see if he mashed that one. Let's see if he can be Asher the Smasher here.
Quickly 1-1 the count, a ball and a strike to Williams. And Chris is still into pitch, so they're going to stay with Trent with the lead and use every single pitch it looks like that he can give them at this point in time. Pitch count getting up there. We'll see if he can get through this inning.
And PJ's back at third base as well. Cale Esplin is back in the dugout.
And the windup and the pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Williams 1 for 1. The walk and a solo shot home run. The lefty starter, Trent Chris, TC wants to rifle through the signs again, so Williams steps out and calls time.
And you know, it's crazy to me how good this team is with its underclassmen, and it just feels like they're always reloading. And that goes for both sides, I should say.
Outside, full count. I agree. I mean, this is the 6th consecutive year Snow Canyon's played for the ship.
Yeah, and nobody reloads like that, right? So the fact that Snow Canyon's doing it 6 years in a row is insane. And let's be real, they're going to reload again next year.
Yeah, this team never rebuilds, they reload.
The pitch, and that is mashed into the alleyway, and this one is going to get all the way to the track. And Magavaro kind of slipped, and Williams is going to be safe at second, sliding feet first. And Coach Seekers can't believe it. He pops out of the dugout.
I might be on Seekers' side here from at least the original point of view, but luckily for us, we got a replay. Let's check this out because the throw in here, it looked to be on time. Oh, I don't know.
Coach Seekers wants that umpire that made the call to come explain what he saw, because from the dugout, it looked like that transfer and that relay was pretty good. Another look on the We Win injury law replay. Magavaro actually falls down, trying to put the brakes on, then pops back up, throws a bullet to his cutoff guy, his brother, and his brother's transfer.
He got it. He's safe.
He's safe. Watching it back
when
in
you
slow motion,
it down, I think they made the right call.
Watching it back in slow motion, he's
slow
safe.
mo, yeah.
Yeah.
But slow-mo has shown us the truth.
But it was really close. For as hard as that ball was hit, that should have been a stand-up double all day, but McGavero made that really interesting.
Oh, man, Braden McGavero in center field turned on the Jets to get to that ball and throw in.
Williams is now 2 for 2 tonight with a bomb and a double. And 0-1, the count now to Jax Tolman. Tolman this season, been raking all year long from center. Probably going to see him at some point pitch in this championship series. .394 batting average with 24 RBIs on the season. And outside, he's 5th on the Thunder team in RBIs behind Swanson, Williams, Roe Wall, and of course Harmon Skeen, who leads the team with 42 home runs. Or 42 RBIs and 16 home runs. So really good campaign this year for Tolman.
Absolutely.
A lot of people would love to hit 24 RBIs in their senior season.
Yeah.
And he's 5th on this Thunder team. That's crazy when you start to think about it.
You know, and I feel like a broken record the amount of times we say this. The depth for both of these teams in their lineup is unparalleled in 4A, maybe in the state of Utah. This is just a couple of baseball schools going head-to-head.
I mean, you look at the RBI leaders in 4A, if we have time here before this pitch. We'll get it after this pitch. Trent Chris, TC. Here comes the 2-1 and high. Trayvon has 52. Cooper Hawks, who we saw in this tournament, 50. Harmon Skeen, 42. Cade Kelch, 41. Talon Hansen, 37. J.P. Hancock, 37. I mean, those are leaders. Roe Wall, 32. Like, there's a ton of guys in this game that are in the top 15 in the state in 4A and RBI. And outside, just missing outside the K zone, I believe.
That's interesting because that's a spot that's been called strike a lot tonight, or at least close to it, right? So I think that these batters are trying to find what that zone is, and the pitcher's the same, the catcher the same, and this time called ball.
And that might be it for Trent Chris. He is now at 106. He could pitch here to C4, Colin Fuller.
Yeah.
But
this might not be a bad time to pull him, though.
You got nobody down here. You're at 105. You're running out of steam, and that'll do it. Got a pitching change. Brought to you by Great Harvest Bread Company. Delicious breakfast, loaves of bread, satisfying lunch. They'll cater. Boulevard Commons in St. George next to Zag. We'll take the break. We'll talk about P.J. Hancock a little bit when we come back here to Gates Field. It is a 10-6 lead for Snow Canyon, but Desert Hill's got a little something brewing here in the top of the 5th.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Appreciate the John Huntsman School of Business. Great sponsor here on KSL Sports, as is UCCU. Love where you bank. Cohen Fuller in to face P.J. Hancock. We'll get you the numbers after this first pitch from P.J. The righty delivers ball one. It gets away, and both runners will scoot down to second and third.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity to get runners moving, get them in scoring position. Desert Hills now still 0 outs on the board, so there's a lot of opportunity. Again, yes, they're in scoring position, but with no outs, so much can happen here.
Hancock, 3-0 record, 9 appearances, 3.77 ERA. And he's going to try to come in and steady the ship, and a swing and a drive, and this one is hit by C4, and this is to right center field, and this is going to fly away baseball. Another home run for the young freshman. A 3-run shot, and he's cut the lead to 10-9. Are you kidding me?
2 in as many days, and that ball was absolutely annihilated by Fuller. Wow, this kid, known as a pitcher, but he's got a heck of a bat.
C4 has ignited this Thunder dugout, and we said it earlier, guys, when we started scoring runs in the end of the third, the top of the fourth, that this game was far from over, and now you look up and it's 10-9. We got a shootout at Gates Field in game one. Cohen Fuller just absolutely obliterated that baseball.
He did. Explosives are out. Another one goes off.
That pitch low. No, I was going to get to some P.J. Hancock numbers. He's 3.77 ERA, and he's got 3 wins on him for this year. So, I mean, he's a good pitcher. He's seen some good stuff. But, man, when you're hot, you're hot. Desert Hills is just all of a sudden hitting really well here in these last couple of innings.
And the state leader in home runs hasn't hit it, but your 2 freshmen have hit them in Asher Williams and Cohen Fuller for Coach Jagan Levitt. Holy smokes, you're getting production from these phenom freshmen.
Yeah, this is an insane outing for the freshmen, and confidence builders for next year for sure, to just know that, hey, you know what, for them individually, great, but also for the team. Again, we talk about reloading. You know you're going to reload with some talent next year.
And there's a pop-up, should stay in the park. McGavero camping, and he makes the catch. That is just out number 1 as Dove flies out. And here's the thing, though, I love about Harmon Ski, and I don't want to take anything away. He is not going up to the plate. When we talked to him post-game last night after they knocked out Crimson on Swanson's walk-off, he said, I'm not thinking about home runs. I'm just going with the pitch. I'm just trying to spray it out there in the alleyways and stuff. And we saw him rip one through the hole for that 2 RBI hit earlier. And he's kind of just letting the game come to him at the plate. And Kobe Smith trying to get it on so they can maybe tie this game up in the top of the 5th. Desert Hills, 1 run in the 2nd, 5 in the 4th, and 3 already here in the 5th. And yet they still trail 10-9.
Yeah.
Snow Canyon got 2 in the 2nd, 7 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 4th. There's a called strike. And it's now 0-2 the count here on Kobe Smith.
You know, excuse me, I don't know if I've seen 2 pitchers of this caliber being hit off of so well consecutively. A lot of times that pitching change will shake things up enough to where the guys are going to back off a little bit more, maybe not hit as well. But, man, we're seeing some good stuff here tonight.
Absolutely.
19 collectively.
Smith taking a time call, umpire granting it. He'll step out of the batter's box. Let's see where the velo is sitting here on PJ. Breaking ball, and that one's going to be not made. He is safe. He had to go back down and get it. That is Gainey now in at third base because PJ has come into pitch, and Gainey just left it there on the ground and then picked it up and almost got him still. He stayed with the play, guys, but just not in time.
And he whipped it. He tried to get it over there, but right after he booted that ball, it was going to be really tough to make the play at first. And kind of the first mistake we've seen from Gainey this since he had a double in previous games, a huge double in that game where 7 starters were out.
Bright future for the sophomore.
Super bright future.
Yeah,
but that play, just a little bit of an error. And
he's a guy that hits 333 in his varsity ABs, and also made one appearance on the mound. As Fillmore just has to duck out of that one from P.J. Hancock, and it's ball 1. 10-9, the tying run is over at first. We're in the top of the 5th with 1 out, and the top of the order here coming up, Fillmore. Hancock delivers, and that's a beautiful pitch on the outside part of the plate, belt high for a called strike 1. Fillmore tonight 1 for 2. And Briggsy had that 2 RBI hit back in the 2nd. Or was it the 3rd? I think it was the 2nd. And the runner's going to go, a little hit and run here, and 84-mile-an-hour fastball. Fillmore popped it up, a little frustrated he couldn't put that one in play when he got the green light to go. And he got a fastball over the plate.
Yeah, Fillmore has been seeing some pitches tonight. He's worked both ABs tonight to full counts. I expect down 1-2 for the fight to begin here from Fillmore.
PJ. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for out number 2, and Isaac Swanson will step in.
That pitch is filthy from PJ. I mean, he had some good velo on it going outside, something that he was obviously placing for Fillmore to chase. And Fillmore went chasing.
Went fishing a little there for sure, as now Swanson.
Isaac tonight 1 for 3 with a run scored. And a breaking ball. Good location for strike 1 to Isaac. (10-9) Snow Canyon leads. And tonight's game presented by the Boulevard, making your house more like home for over 50 years. And a swing and a foul tip into the mitt for strike 2. It's 0-2 to Swanson. His last at bat, though, he was way behind the count, battled all the way back and got a board.
That's right. We talked about Skeen's ridiculous 1.777 OPS. Isaac Swanson, 1.279 OPS. Slugs the ball and gets on base at a really good clip.
Hancock, and this one, tomahawk past the shortstop into center field. And it's going to be a 2-out hit. I believe they'll score that a hit as it gets past McGavero out there short on the second base side. Take another look. He looked like he got to it, just couldn't get the glove low enough. It was hit so hard. Did it ricochet off the glove? I couldn't tell.
I think it hopped over the glove a little bit there, but now they've got 2 runners on for the best hitter in their lineup and the most dangerous hitter in this state tournament thus far. Harmon Skeen, his first out since we got to Kearns High School, came via the double play in the first inning, but
running for the Thunder, number 12. A little conversation between both pitcher, catcher, coach, and batter, and those are always important conversations. Just in moments like these where there's 2 outs, 2 on, and you can swing it in one way or the other, right? Get out of the inning with the lead intact, or one swing of the bat that could draw in a run, and maybe even 2, and take the lead into your own hands. So much can happen right here with this at bat in the top of the 5th.
You see Roa Wall on deck. And there is no first base open, but there is third base open. Do you consider it, if you're Coach Sechrist, to walk them full? We'll see what this first pitch brings.
And outside on the heater, ball 1.
Might not intentionally walk, but he's going to be very cautious here with Harmon Skeen.
That's probably what Jake Lem is saying. They might not give you a meatball, so be patient in this AB.
Yeah.
And I think last time someone intentionally walked Skeen, Roa Wall hit a home run.
Yes, true.
And they chart that stuff. They know that. And a swing and a miss. And the back pick. Wow. And it is not in time. Barely getting back to second base was Kobe Smith. So Kobe Smith's at second. Tag Brenton is on to pinch run over at first. He pinch ran earlier and scored.
I mean, that was a 3-run home run swing from Skeen right there. He was going for every bit of that ball and to absolutely kill it out of here.
Here comes the 1-1. P.J. Hancock, the righty, releases it. Breaking ball, chopped to second, and it's gloved. The little flip is going to be in time, and that'll do it for the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and Desert Hills has cut the lead down to 1. It's 10-9 here at Kearns High School, Gates Field in the 4A State Championship Game 1 when we come back on the Fan Sports Network, KSL Sports.
News! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling. I can hear it too. Me too. Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Back here at the Yard, Gatesfield, your home for the 4A State playoffs. And this is Jagger McGavero leading things off now for the Warriors. Or excuse me, this is actually Porter Randall leading things off. And then Jagger McGavero on deck.
That's right. Randall, seen him coming into the game batting .400 on the button. Been a mainstay since Logan Ross went down to injury. A huge loss for this Warrior team, but they've been picked up by the Porter Randall.
And we're seeing him move quick, too, by the way. We're seeing fast pitches here. It's already 2-2 in the count.
Yeah, good breaking ball there. Here's Smith with the pitch. 2-2 count, flared. Over there behind the bag at third, and that's it. Out, recorded by Asher Williams. Out number 1.
Asher had a scintillating game in the box, but he's playing a great defensive third base. He made that stab play on the pick. He's made a couple catches in foul ground. He's been active all night tonight. Definitely a contender for our Findlay Subaru star of the game if the Thunder are to win this game.
And now Jagger McGavero takes one high.
He's been playing great, though. I mean, the top of this order, Jagger 2 for 3 tonight.
Yeah.
And, of course, an RBI and a run scored. 4 for 5 between the two McGavero brothers, whose grandparents down in Cali been watching us call Warrior games all season long. Shout out to all of the viewers on KSLSports.com. Glad you're with us on a Friday night, game 1 of this best of 3. 2-1 pitch. Stays high, little chin music.
Someone called Shawn Michaels. That was definitely some sweet chin music right there.
That's right, buddy.
That was a good pull, wasn't it,
Yeah,
Paulie?
it was. Give you points for that one. That was a good one, buddy.
You're not the only wordsmith in the booth, Paulie.
That's right.
And he lost him. Yeah, he's checking, though. He was like, did you call a strike? It was close, but he did grant him the free pass. So McGavero is aboard. That's Jagger, the shortstop. And now his older brother, Braden, the center fielder, will step in. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored and 2 RBIs tonight. Smith. Strike. We haven't really dove into Smith's numbers on the bump this year. Give you a little taste of what he's accomplished. Smith, juniors, only 6 1/3 of work. 2 Ks, 3 walks. And opponents are hitting .370 off of Smith. And a shot to Fillmore at short. He goes to second. The relay on to first, not going to be in time, but they do get the lead runner. So Dylan Smith gets the ground out.
It's always big to get that lead runner out if you can. Shuffle over, good stop. Throw to second a little low, but the transfer over not in time. One out, and that leadoff runner, that's still big. Keeping your guy over on first.
So 2 outs now in the inning, 10-9 the score. Run lead for the Warriors. Swanson frames that one up. It's a called strike one to Kelch. The Warriors catcher tonight, he's 1 for 2 with a 3-run home run that was a blast. Back pick from Swanson down to Wall at first, but Magavaro is back in time. 4 Warriors already have a multi-hit game.
Yeah.
And we know that Swanson and Asher Williams do as well for the Thunder, and it's a shootout here at Gatesfield. There's a called strike 2. So 1-2 the count here on Cade Kelch, senior. 466 is the batting average coming into this game, and he fouls it straight back, and it's a fabulous Freddie's foul ball.
Kelch, a grinder in the box. He's not going to allow you to throw him junk. He's going to protect and fight off pitches like he did there. Now he's in a premium pitcher's count, of course, and he's got to battle back, and he will. This kid is a warrior, just like it says on the chest.
And a swing and a shot, and Paul, you called as he ropes it past the shortstop. That's going to be a 2-out hit. They're going to try to stretch to third, and the ball gets away as he went to try to tag him, and that'll allow Kelch to get down to second. So 2 more runners into scoring position after that single by Cade Kelch. Beautiful piece of hitting.
Magavaro a little slow to get up there on third base. Let's see here on the replay, kind of an awkward slide. He slides all the way over the bag, feet first. And he is a little shook up as we were getting some athletic trainer attention over there to him.
Yeah, it's never a good sign whenever you have to get that athletic trainer out there, but hopefully it's just something shaken up. What I think it is was, and maybe we could check it out on the replay again, but I think as Williams over there on third went to go make the tag, and it just looked like there's some contact with the face there on the tag or something. I don't know.
He's not coming out of this game.
He pops up. A lot of times it's precautionary whenever you take a shot to the head of some sort. They just want to come make sure that nothing is wrong, even though, of course, every single one of these kids would want to stay in the game. If
Braden's like, all my teeth
scenario.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I'm good.
And they're checking. They're like, all right, your pupils dilating? Good. Okay, yeah, we're good, man. Get up, run home, score a run for us here. That's what they're thinking.
And first pitch from Smith, a good one for Dylan Smith. In relief of Roa Wall. In a 1-run game, he pumps one for strike 1 to Trayvon. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
This would be I couldn't even explain, a monumentous out for the Thunder with the Warriors a 2 in scoring position and their best hitter up to the bat. What a strikeout this would be here.
Smith breaking ball and a good layoff by Vaughn. And they appeal and he checks the swing. So ball 1 in the dirt.
I think that's the correct call. I don't think that he was all that close to coming around. And, hey, you know what? If you're Desert Hills, though, take every opportunity you can. Just, act the part that, no, he did. Let's go. This is the out.
And a chopper, and this one's going to be foul, just foul down that third base line. If that stays fair, it probably bounces over Asher's head and scores 2, but it is a foul ball, and it'll stay at 1-2 of the count.
Coach Sechrist assisting the umpire and the crew here, telling them that's a fair ball.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing as, of course, you have the boys in white pointing one direction, boys in black pointing the other direction.
Trayvon, big, strong, right-handed star for this Warrior team, takes that one down and away, ball 2.
You take a deep dive inside Trey's numbers. He's in the tops of the state in a lot of categories regardless of classification. He is number 13, all classifications, and average at 505.
Leads everybody in RBIs, though, with 52. And that one's going to be just inches foul down the first base line as that one got off the end of the bat.
He's happy that one went foul. That would have been an easy out for out number 3. And, of course, right now, yes, Snow Canyon has the lead. It's 10-9. They have the lead by 1. He's looking to drive in some runs right here, guys, on second and third.
And strike 3, a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. Backwards K, and the umpire is telling Dylan Smith, get in the dugout. Don't show him up. Sportsmanship, fellas, and we play on. Still a 1-run game. They strand 2 on base there, and the Warriors still have the 10-9 lead on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard here from Gates Field.
Injury law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Leading off for the Thunder here in the top of inning number 6, Roa Wall. And we got a 1-run game. 10-9 Warriors lead. PJ Hancock stays in the pitch here in the frame. And a fabulous Freddie's foul ball up and out of play. I'll thank some more of our sponsors, including Roni's Mac Bar, now open. Got a location in the Red Cliffs Mall right there by Lululemon in St. George. Build your Mac your way solution. They also have one down by BYU's campus in Provo. And there's a shot to the right side. It's going to get into right field. It's a leadoff hit for Roa Wall. Wall's first hit of the night.
Wall there, the great Wall of Roa, making a nice hole hit there. Finds the hole between second and first. And now the masher.
Asher the Masher Williams.
That's right. Here he is. And every time he's been up to the bat, he's either hit a ball or crushed a ball.
And that one behind the head of Williams.
It's hard to hit a ball when it's thrown behind your head, guys.
That is. Maybe they're a little afraid to put it in the zone here. I mean, they got to be cautious with a few of these Thunder batters.
Here comes the 1-0 from PJ. And this one hit high, and it goes into the alleyway. Now, that's the deepest part of the park, and it is on the wall and the track and caught by McGavero for a deep out number 1. Oh, baby, that's 370 to that alleyway in left center field.
He put it a little high, skyscraper-style shot here. This has any more arc to it. It is way gone for Asher the Masher's second home run of the night, but instead hangs up a little bit in the jet stream, gets caught up, and falls harmlessly into the mid.
Guys, we're looking at the future of Region 9 right now. This is just insane at what we're seeing right now. I mean, have you ever seen someone hit as well as he's hitting as a freshman?
That's right. It's crazy.
No, Jack Boyer, Asher Williams, Cohen, Fuller. There's been some unbelievable freshmen this year in the region. And here is Jax Tolman, first pitch in for a called strike 1. Tolman's officially 0 for 1 tonight. Tolman has walked a couple of times and then struck out. This is his 4th AB of the game. We're in the top of the 6th. Desert Hills trailing Snow Canyon, game 1. 10-9 our score. Warriors on top. There's called strike 2. Good pitch, framed up by Cade Kelch from P.J. Hancock. Hancock, long stare in.
Whoa, we got to stop play, guys. We got a dog on the field.
Oh, my God.
Everybody, hold your horses. We got a dog on the field. This is great.
Look at this.
He's over here right by us.
He's running to see us. I don't. Man.
That is funny.
Oh, here he goes. He's running out.
Eric, get a video on that.
Tell some other people over here. Hey, video
Look at
that.
this dog.
And now it's gone down the line. Michael there, our camera up top, finally.
It's in the bullpen. He's ready to go do some warm-up throws.
I was watching SportsCenter about a week ago, and there was a soccer game, and it took them like 4 minutes to catch the dog on the field. You had like 6 security guards running around. I was thinking that I hope it doesn't take that long here.
Yeah, well, that pup was very courteous. He made his way right out stage, We're ready to go.
He just wanted to come by and say hello for a minute.
He did.
Just an evening jog. So we resume play 0-2 outside, 82 on the gun from PJ.
My theory is that dog is from the house over there that Asher Williams hit the home run to. He's just bringing the ball back. That's all it was.
That's right. I agree. Got to return what's not his.
Our camera guy just texted me. He said a dog streaker.
Here comes the 1-2. And that one is ripped but foul. Breaking ball that Tolman was just a little bit out in front of.
Yeah, that was a good swing. Good contact on the 1-2. Again, protecting the zone, but just got to try to get something in play. If that was a fastball, maybe that thing's barreled up, but the changeup got ahead of it a little too far.
10-9 Warriors lead by 1. 1 on, 1 out. We're in the 6th inning, top half. Hancock outside. And it's
Hancock
2-2
battling tonight. He clearly doesn't have his best stuff, but he is throwing it all out there and grinding through this appearance. Boy, would he love to get another out here via the K.
Jax Tolman is the hitter. The 2-2 delivery, breaking ball, again chopped down that first base line for a fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Coupon books are on sale through Father's Day. You get 11 for the price of 7, and you get 20 cents off per gallon of gas at the pump after you use those coupons for their full service car washes. Hancock now has the sign, looks at the runner out of the corner of his eye, looks again. Now he comes to the plate, their delivery, and that one's popped up in foul territory.
Maybe.
Down the line. And it's just foul ball, as out there in right field, Trayvon could not track it down and get to it.
I mean, what could nearly be a dirty bomb here if that thing stays fair, but I think if it stays fair, he actually makes the grab, but it was pulled just far enough that he couldn't get to it in time, so can't remain. It's 2-2.
That's right. It looks like Trayvon, long run there. It looked like he was coming off the edge after a quarterback in Region 9. Two-sport athlete star for the Warrior football team.
Hancock now ready. 2-2 and another foul. He fights it off. Lives to see another pitch. This is the number 6 hitter for Jagan Levin in the lineup. Cohen Fuller would be on deck. Then Dove, then Smith.
This bottom of the Thunder order has been really, as we see one come right back towards us here in foul territory. But this Thunder bottom of the order, turning it over to the top with all the big bats, Swanson, Skeen, Wall. You know, the guys like Kobe Smith, and Jax Tolman, and Cohen Fuller. These are the guys that are picking this lineup up tonight.
2-2 count after he's fought off 3 consecutive pitches. Hancock away, and probably a little bit high, too. It's a full count.
Good eye on that pitch. Going full count, as you mentioned here. With a runner on first, 1 is away. It just feels like this might be an important at-bat for this inning.
Big moment here for P.J. Hancock in relief of Trent Chris. Breaking ball, and that's ripped And that's going to be dropping into right field. And Roa Wall is going to cruise over to the third. Runners on the corners with one out as Jax Tolman collects his first hit of the night.
The Thunder faithful booming in the crowd as they know that they are 90 feet away from tying this ball game up. As what a rope shot that was. A good throw in, quick throw, relay, but runners on the corners now for one of the hotter batters in the Thunder lineup, maybe the hottest other than the masher maybe, and that's Cohen Fuller, another fellow freshman.
Yeah, Fuller came into tonight hitting .311. Already hit tonight a two-run home run, his third of the year. Saw him go the distance on the mound, had a home run yesterday. He's had a sensational state playoffs. C4 from the right side against Hancock with runners on the corners, one out. Desert Hills trailing by one. Off-speed pitch, took a lot off that pitch and perfectly drops over the zone for a called strike one.
Yeah, clips on the inner half. What a pitch that was. PJ trying to work through.
He'd love a ground ball to short here, try to roll something up. And a swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2 on Fuller.
Even a sacrifice here. That's another thing to put into play right now. There's only one out. Maybe you try to go for a sac fly into the outfield and bring that run in, tie this game up. And as of right now, we haven't seen scores for a little bit. So
he could have maybe thought about a safety squeeze, but Fuller is swinging it so well. Coach Levin saying, go swing, Fresh. And that one just stays in or up and misses the zone barely for ball one.
Yeah, when you say barely, it does barely miss the zone. It dropped down, too, but stayed far enough inside, called ball.
22 hits and 19 runs have scored. We're in the top of the sixth. Snow Canyon leading by one, 10-9. Here's the pitch on a 1-2. It's outside. Another off-speed pitch to Fuller.
Fuller having one of the more memorable state runs for a freshman that I've ever seen. And never too big for the moment. Cool, calm, collected. And now his team down one with a runner on third. Let's see if he can make one more mark on this one.
2-2, popped it up out of play. Everybody giving chase. Will it stay in the yard? No, it's going to get off the grandstands.
Just barely made its way out. I watched that ball fall on the other side of the stands over there, and it was off by maybe only 10 to 15 feet.
Again, tonight's game brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza in Hurricane. We've been honoring local legends and recognizing them with the Mountain Mover of the Week award. Go get a mountain-sized pizza today at Mountain Mike's next time you're going out to Zion or stopping out there to Sky Mountain Golf Course or Copper Rock Golf Course or Sand Hollow. Shoot, just drive out there and eat dinner. You don't need to go golfing to have good pizza. We've had some good pizza tonight up here in the broadcast booth. Ooh. And that's going to be a full count now as that one barely missed getting him up in the batting helmet. 80-mile-an-hour fastball coming up head high. Full count. Runners on the corners. One out, top six. Desert Hills trailing by one. And base is loaded, and Fuller said, let's go, come on, to his dugout as he has drawn a very good. He was down 0-2, guys.
Yeah.
And fights back and draws the walk.
Yeah, we've seen the power, we've seen the contact, and how about the plate discipline from Cohen Fuller? Just staring and looking pitches all the way into where they end up and identifying the junk and the pitches outside the zone. What a job by the freshman.
Outside.
Hancock thrown, I think now 4 balls straight.
Nobody in the bullpen warming right now, so PJ's game, he's going to work out of this. Or if Coach Seeker's thinking about a change, it would come from a position or a Warrior out playing defense. Swing and a miss, 84 miles an hour on the fastball, and Dove can't find it.
It's so hard to want to change pitchers just yet, knowing that this is still ultimately game one of a maybe a long series. You don't know. You got to keep your pitchers available.
Yeah, everybody's been asking me who I was picking all day today. And I said I never pick games I'm broadcasting.
It's always a good rule to live by.
I never have at the high school level or the collegiate level. I said, I'm going to tell you one thing. I said, I think it's going 3.
I would not be surprised. We haven't had a 3-game series in a while, and it's it's a lot of times that these go only 2. That's a swing and a miss.
2-2 the count now is Hancock fighting back. Good pitch there. And again, couldn't find it. Fuller's at first, Tolman's at second, Rowell is over at third. 1 out, top of the 6th. And here comes the 2-2 pitch from P.J. Hancock. The right-handed Warrior ready, and swing and a miss, got him. Strike 3 on a swing and a miss. It's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. Take another look.
That is a perfect strikeout to have in this moment. Base is loaded. Your back is against the wall right now. And now you only need 1 out, and you have a force out at every base.
A PJ.
And now your senior, who's 1 for 3 tonight, 9-hitter in Jagan Levis lineup. Kobe Smith steps in. Kobe does have a hit and a run scored. Back in that 3rd inning when they scored 7. And this would be huge for Hancock if he can get another K here and keep the lead with them loaded up. And that one high, ball 1.
High and tight. This is one of those at-bats. It's not only is it important because there's 2 outs, bases loaded, but this is the guy at the bottom of the lineup. He can reset to the top. You got a lot of good hitters up there as well. And so for Desert Hills right now, they're hoping that they can continue on with this solid part of the lineup. But let's be real, the bottom part of the lineup has done great.
And a foul ball. Fastball challenged him there, and Smith just missed it. He was trying to go to opposite field and just couldn't time it out.
Now, Kobe going to take a little walk out of the box here. Tap the helmet, beat the heart. Now he's ready to go. He's got a massive opportunity here for this Thunder team. See if he can capitalize.
PJ inside and high. 2-1 the count. Another fastball from PJ Hancock.
Another fastball, and it's another high fastball as well. He's got to dial that down a little bit. Get it closer to the zone. Even if he's not hitting the zone, get something that you might be seeing Kobe Smith stretch to.
Two-one pitch coming. Bases loaded. And a swing and another foul ball down the first base line.
And that's the pitch right there, right? That's one that's getting close enough to the zone. You're getting him swinging, but it wasn't good enough. He's going to barrel it up. He fouls this one away off the mark. But here's the other thing, though, for Kobe Smith is he is seeing those balls coming by close. He's getting contact with them. If he does make a few adjustments on it, maybe he can try to find a way to get this one moving.
By the way, Flynn Companies, check out the total building envelope, flynncompanies.com. Score for the Desert Hills softball team. They won 3-1 over Bear River today. They are going to game 2 at 4:30 tomorrow, and they lead the state championship best-of-3 series. And a shot to first, gloved, and unassisted put out over there for Larson. Bridger Larson with a great glove, and Snow Canyon keeps the lead at 10-9. Here's another look on the We Win replay.
Good pick and a good play, but now the unfiltered emotion from P.J. Hancock as he gets out of that jam. What a resilience it was from him. And now the Warriors up to bat when we come back.
All right, on the Wilkinson scoreboard, Snow Canyon 10-9 over Desert Hills on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Since 1967, we've helped Southern Utah families. Whether you need traditional burial, on-site cremation, or pre-planning, our team provides compassionate, personalized care. We're the choice of more local families because we treat yours like our own. Let us help you honor your loved ones with dignity. The legacy of excellence continues. Call 435-673-4221 or visit MetcalfBonzoMortuary.com today.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Back here at Gates Field. Thanks for watching or listening. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster. Presented on KSL by the UCCU, Huntsman School of Business at Utah State. And on the radio side, presented by Boulevard Home, making your house more like home for over 50 years. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. And first pitch fouled up and out of play. Tara Atkins, our producer. Michael Fisher, our camera operator up top. And that one smoked past the glove of Smith. Glove to second by Fuller. The throw in time, and he gets Talon Hansen. Holy smokes, what a play.
Fuller. Wow. Let's talk about this kid for a second. When I thought this was a hard shot up the middle, the backhanded glove, the throw as he has to make the 180 turn, gets there in time. That was a big play at second base.
I thought when Dylan Smith couldn't get to it, it was going to be a hit for sure. But Fuller robs the hit and then hit hard enough that he can turn and wheel, and in plenty of time at the end of the day to get Hansen over there at first. So one away. Snow Canyon is chasing some insurance runs as they lead by just one run. Here's P.J. Hancock. And popped it up.
That's playable.
Into left field. Long run out there by Dove, and he makes the catch for out number one. Fillmore ducked out of the way, coming out from a shortstop position.
And this is just what the doctor ordered here, as we see on the We Win Injury Law replay. Skyscraper shot way high. Got two guys making a long run, and instead it's grabbed into the mitt for the second out. And this has been, you were talking insurance runs. The Thunder want to eliminate and throw a 0 on the board desperately here.
I like the hustle from Fillmore over there at shortstop. That was a long run.
Not quitting. This is state final effort.
Bridger Larson is perfect at the plate today. He is 2 for 2. Coach Seekers is going to bring him over. They're going to have an exchange here, so we have time called on the field. 10-9, Snow Canyon leading by 1. Larson 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and a walk. I mean, he's been electric at the plate tonight. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Warriors that have a multi-hit game already. Trent Chris went 4 innings. Hancock went the last 2. And a shot. And this one into the gap out there. Going to one hop to the wall. Tolman goes and gets it, and it's going to be a 2-out double for Bridger Larson.
Bridger bridging some more insurance runs for this team. The bridge to more runs is on second base. They just need a man to drive him in, and that will be a hot batter coming up into the frame here is Mr. Diesel Lee.
Lee has a chance with 2 outs to give a little more cushion to the Warriors. They're 3 defensive outs away from taking game 1.
But with how hot Desert Hills has been in the box, you definitely want this run.
And a swing and a shot, and it's golfed out there into left. That's going to score the run easily from second base. It's back-to-back doubles by the Warriors, and it's 11-9.
What a change. I mean, things have flipped in an instant in this game. The lead changes, the back-and-forth nature, but this time it's Snow Canyon adding to their score here with the huge smash there.
Larson.
Back-to-back doubles at this stage of the game. No better time for it.
And there's Diesel Lee's fired up as he comes into the dugout. He's going to get a pinch runner. And for good reason, right? 1 run doesn't feel safe. 2 runs, you feel a little better if you're SC.
They put Link Hafen out there on second. He's a smaller guy, but he's got those quick legs. So he's going to get around those bags quickly. If right here, back to Porter Randall, who, again, he's usually pretty solid bat here. Today, he's struggled a little bit. A couple of strikeouts, but he's ready to turn the table on that.
Smith, the righty, delivers ball one outside. Dylan Smith, this will be, I think, pitch number 50. He's going to wheel, spin, and they almost picked off for out number 3. Hafen out there on a beautiful wheel pickoff attempt from Dylan Smith.
One of the prettier wheel arounds I've seen this whole bracket play since we've been here at Kearns. That was deceptive. And if the ball didn't squirt away, thought maybe a chance for an out there on the pickoff.
Dylan Smith looks at the runner. Now he's going to deliver the pitch, and it's fought up and out of play. Another Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Appreciate City of St. George Recreation Department. Nets on Fire. Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. Honolulu Grill. As well as Bucks Ace Hardware. Some of our great partners bringing you the state championship coverage here. And there's another one.
Time called for by Porter Randall. That was a late strike call, and I think the Snow Canyon dugout's got some words.
Coach Dickerson, that's high.
And the fans are getting into it as well. You can hear them up in the stands, and you know whether it's right or wrong on the call. I mean, you're going to get one side happy, one side not.
And that one bends just inside. Looked to be belt high where it ended up, but inside, that was a big old curveball from Dylan Smith. And it's now 2-2 the count. Deuces Wild. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. A swing and a shot. That one's out there to left. Has a beat on it. Dove squeezes it. But the Warriors do get one run on back-to-back doubles, 2 hits, and they have an 11-9 lead. Thunder are chasing 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. When we go to the 7th here on the Fan Sports Network and KSL Sports.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit CoralCanyonGolfCourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Back here at Gates Field. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Handel's Homemade Ice Cream, the Back Nine Golf, Roney's Mac Bar, Coral Canyon Golf Course, Finley Subaru, Jersey Mike's. We'll be naming a sub of the game. We'll also name our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game and our Finley Superstar of the Game in our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Here we go to the 7th, top of the order, and Fillmore puts a little charge into this one. This one's going to go back, and this is going to fly away out of the park. Briggs Fillmore is second home run of the season. The leadoff hitter for the Thunder has cut the lead back down to 1 with one swing of the bat.
A mighty might mash this time from Briggs Fillmore. Look at this kid. He's finally making his first home run of the season, I believe. Comes in a do-or-die game for this team, and in the later innings, 11-10 now, 1 run down.
And Isaac Swanson will step in. He's 2 for 4 tonight. That happened on the first pitch. I didn't even have to tell you about Briggs' night.
Man, what a night from both. Let's just be real. This is one of the best games we've covered all week, and it's here in the championship game, game 1.
Briggs Fillmore 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, and Swanson hits in the alleyway in left center field. It's going to trickle all the way to the wall. He's going to have second base with a stand-up double, and the tying run with no outs is now at second base.
My goodness, this is a hitting parade to start off the inning.
26 hits in this game tonight. We talked about the batting averages for the teams, 362 for the Thunder, 379 coming into tonight, and they're going up. The batting averages are going up, guys.
And we got first base open here. Are we going to
Hancock? This will be
Hancock pitch to Skeen.
Here comes Mikhaili.
Now Jagan going to tell Harmon that, hey, you might not see something here with first base open, so don't be swinging out of your shoes trying to hit a home run and win this thing for us. As that's what I'm sure he has on his mind.
Yeah, it's hard not to have that on your mind when you know that you're a masher, right? You know that you can go out there and hit home runs. I think what's more important here is, like you say, Paul, it's exactly what you say. Get contact, get on base, and try to bring the guys around. Right? All you need right now is at least a tie, and that guy standing on second right now. You could at least tie it, try to send it down to the bottom of the seventh, make some stops. Obviously, you would love to have the lead, there be a little more pressure on Snow Canyon in the bottom of the seventh, but that doesn't require a home run.
Skeen has been a boomstick with the bat in his hands this season. We've said it before, but state leading 16 home runs on the season. He'd like nothing more than to crush one right here.
Big time from Briggs Fillmore, and then Swanson follows it up after the home run with the double. And now Skeen's going to tell him to go, but Swanson's going to go back to second base. Nobody out.
And I want to make a correction. I did say it was the first home run for Briggs Fillmore, his second of the season. So sorry, Briggs.
I said
did.
two.
Okay.
Yeah, I said two as it was going over the fence. We got you. I was talking about it earlier in the broadcast because, he's a mighty might, like we call him, but he had a home run. He's got a lot of pop from the leadoff spot. He's a very aggressive hitter. And that one paid dividends as he sent it flying out of here. And now Skeen ahead in the count. No, it's 1-1 the count. Excuse me. P.J. Hancock after that meeting on the mound. Directed by Luke Cutie at American Family Insurance. Now he's going to go low, and that one's going to be too low. And it's 2-1. Wind is blowing straight out to right. It started blowing in from left. Then it's dead for 2 or 3 innings. And now the wind has picked back up 9 miles an hour out to right now.
Yeah, the wind doesn't know what it wants to do here tonight. But either way, it's not really all that gusty. Power anything enough, it's going to go for a ride.
And we've seen Skeen with the spray chart go to right a lot in this state tournament. Breaking ball just stays inside. His Skeen whirls out of the way.
I'm hearing some argument from the Snow Canyon dugout, and I think that there might be a decent amount of argument coming from there because that thing broke hard, and it ended up really close.
Now for PJ, 3-1 to Skeen. Do you just put him on the empty first base instead of attack? It's such a dangerous hitter.
Breaking ball, and he fights it off foul. Count is full, 3-2.
He went after him. There's no inclination from Snow Canyon that they're not going to pitch to Harmon here.
31 hits this year, 16 have left the yard. He's a .431 hitter. Second all-time single season home runs in the state of Utah. Third in total career home runs by our count. And a breaking ball popped up. Cato Kelt's giving it a look. It's going to get off the grandstands into foul territory.
That was a good swing of the bat. It was good protection. I think had he let that one go, it was definitely too close for comfort, probably called strike 3. So it's all about protecting with 2 strikes here. Full count. Of course, you want to walk, but you still have to swing at anything close.
Yeah, that's right. As Skeen knows he's more valuable swinging that boomstick than getting on via the walk. He wants a chance here. Will he get it?
Payoff pitch to Skeen. And strike 3. Wow! 63-mile-an-hour breaking ball And he is caught looking, and it certainly looked like it was over the outside part of the plate where it finished. I couldn't tell where it crossed, if it was low or not. And he is, I think that's a good.
Height-wise, it was fine. That's what that angle shows right there. That's going to show up and down, but.
That is the first K by Harmon Skeen since we arrived at Kearns High School.
Yep. Then it is a big out number 1. The tying run is still out there at second base for Roa Wall.
Now, if you can get Roa Wall aboard here, no matter what, whether you get him on or not, you still have Asher Williams coming up, and he's been the hot bat today for the Thunder.
Yes, absolutely. Look
There
at
it
that.
goes.
We got action on the base path.
And they are going to
Easy
swipe
steal.
second. Swanson. Hancock didn't pay him enough attention. He kept getting a secondary lead, and then even more, and then even more, and then he just took off on the pitch.
I didn't hear any single Snow Canyon Warrior yell out that there was a steal going on. He took off without anything happening.
I think Jagan Levitt called that. I think he called that and said, Swanson, if you see something, go ahead and take third. And now a pass ball puts that tying run just 90 feet away, or a wild pitch or anything of that nature. It's now, take another look at this. You can see no chance for Kelch behind the dish to even attempt to throw down to third. Hancock outside he's going to a lot of hooks here, a lot of curveballs.
PJ, he's been batted around, but he deserves every bit of consideration for Jersey Mike's sub of the game, because he has eaten up innings for this Warrior team, and quality innings. Let's see if he can get a big out here. Wow, nice pitch.
2-2 the count on Roa Wall. We're in the top of the 7th. 1 out. Fillmore led off the inning with a solo shot home run, so Snow Canyon's lead is 11-10. PJ Hancock, the right-handed delivery, breaking ball, strike 3, got him looking again. Back-to-back Red Rock real estate strikeouts for PJ Hancock.
Is it PJ Hancock or the Iceman out there freezing back-to-back batters? Wow. Amazing. And with a runner on third, the tying run sitting just 90 feet away.
And another breaking ball. He has went to the breaking ball time and time again.
Yeah, I would say it's his best pitch.
Yeah.
It is a really good pitch.
It's his out pitch for sure.
He's got a good slider too. And they're going to walk Asher Williams, and I don't know that that's a bad idea.
Totally understand the decision from Coach Seekers.
Yeah, the automatic walk is arguably a good decision with how well he's been swinging the bat here tonight.
Yeah, but yes, Williams, 407 hitter with his 7th home run earlier in this game. But Jax Tolman's a 394 hitter.
You always wonder how the dynamic of when you walk Asher Williams, for me, Jax Tolman, I got to be upset. I think that he wants to prove Snow Canyon wrong for intentionally walking and getting him. So now, let's see what he does with it.
Jackson Knight 1 for 2 with a run scored and 2 walks. So he's had a really good eye, and a walk here, and obviously it would load the bases up. And Cohen Fuller is on deck, and he has shown a good eye. And Fuller tonight, we know, is 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs and 2 walks. So there's been a lot of production in the middle of this lineup for D Hills tonight.
Absolutely. And, down to their final out here. So protect mode, whatever you need to do to stay alive, get on base by any means.
Now, Tag Brinton's going to come in as a little bit more speed on the base pass. Let Asher Williams go back to the dugout. But, this is maybe some smart ball from Snow Canyon. Coach Seeker is saying, we don't want this guy that's absolutely hammering the ball to get up to the plate. We'd rather take on a Jackson Tolman who,
that's right.
He's 1 for 2. I wouldn't say that's struggling, but it's a better
move.
chance.
Definitely a strategic move. We've seen it throughout the tournament, guys getting intentionally walked and multiple teams getting burnt by it and some reaping the rewards. So we'll see how this one plays out.
Now, Brandon Lyon coming out, and they're moving the infield really over for a shift. You got the second baseman out there, Randall, playing right next to almost where first baseman Larson would be if he wasn't holding the runner. And it's an opposite field hit, a long way to run, and it is going to be a dive, and it's going to be a hit. We are tied up. It gets away. They're going to send the runner. Here comes Tag Britton like a deer, sprinting, diving. Desert Hills has the lead on a dirty bomb off the bat of Jack Tolman. 12-11.
Wow. That was just the perfect locations we see on the We Win Injury Law replay here. It's just going to die right in front of the outstretched arms, a Superman-style dive. Not good enough. And like you said, Devin, looks like Bambi out there running around the bases. That's a ton of speed.
Good pinch run there to put Britton in, who runs like his life depends on it and slides safely to home, easily gives the Thunder the lead. Now remember, Snow Canyon is the home team, so it's 12-11. The scoreboard still has not put the other run on the board here at Gates Field, but it is 12-11. And Cohen Fuller, C4, will step in. And he's got another duck on the pond at second base. And Tolman, who got down to second on the play, breaking ball, called strike one.
Man, what a shootout this has been.
Incredible. 23 runs, 27 hits, and only one error, guys.
And a clean game in the field, just a hitting exhibition by these two teams. And it's not over yet.
Again, Fuller, 1 for 2 with a home run, 3 RBIs.
Talk about a 2-out rally, huh? 2 runs coming in. You take the lead back, force the bottom of the 7th.
Put all the pressure on the Warriors.
Hancock now ready. And a swing, and this one hit to left.
Wow.
This one is going to stay in the yard, and it is going to be caught. And now the roles have reversed. And now in the bottom of the 7th, Snow Canyon is chasing 1 to tie, 2 to walk it off. When we come back, if you got any popcorn, pop it. The finish at Gates on KSL and the Fan Sports Network right after this message from our great local partners.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Aquatic Balance Pool Service has been keeping St. George Pool safe, clean, and running since 2012. With over 22 years experience, they service everything from pumps, filters, pool covers, heaters, and full water chemistry. Reliable, professional, dependable, done right. Call Aquatic Balance Pool Service today.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. It is the top of the order for Snow Canyon. So they're 1, 2, 3 hitters. Jagger McGavero, Braden McGavero, and then Cade Kelch. First pitch from Dylan Smith, who stays in to work the 7th, low and away for ball 1.
Interesting that the Warriors bring up the 1, 2, 3 hitters as the Thunder did last inning. Both these pitchers not getting off easy in the 7th.
Jax Tolman with a 2 RBI hit. And now we've got time. Here comes Drew Hill, the pitching coach in his first season with new skip Jagan Levitt, who took over for Kevin Cave. Fun to have Kevin up here earlier in the week, hanging out with us in the broadcast booth as he left teaching and coaching, went back to law. It's Gonzaga.
Yeah, Bulldog Pride.
Law School, yeah.
That's right.
Very knowledgeable. Quick meeting there for Drew Hill. He just had a quick word, and now he is welcome back. The Gunnison, Utah product. Started his career at UVU, ended up transferring to TCU, had a great collegiate career. As did Jagan Levitt for Coach Fate at Utah Tech after he played and won a state championship on this field in 2016. And pitch number 4, I should say. Pitch number 3. 2-1 the count now. I'll get that straight. It's late. Smith. And a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball straight back. Again, coming up, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Will we see another walk-off tonight? Or did we just see Jax Tolman deliver you the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game on his top of the 7th 2 RBI hit? And there's a shot past Briggs. Fillmore short. And the leadoff man is aboard. That's the tying run at first base. And how about Jagger McGavero, his 3rd hit of the night?
McGavero continues to be mighty McGavero tonight. The two of them, almost every inning we've seen both of these boys on base some way, somehow. And again, don't put it past number 13 and 17 to be trotting around these bases to tie and maybe even win this game.
And that's a big run to have. I mean, that one's the one that at least takes you to extra innings.
Yeah.
It at least gets you to extra innings, and he's on base with no outs.
We've just begun this rally for the Warriors. No outs and all the big bats coming up.
Braden McGavero showing bunt, whipping it back. The back pick gets into right field.
Oh.
It gets into right field. And that's going to be Jagger to second now. They're going to score that probably E2 on the throw.
And that's the perils of the back pick, is the down the foul ball line or down the foul line all the way into right field.
Well, now that takes the bunt off as well. The idea was a sack bunt to move his runner into scoring position. He got there on his own accord, so Braden McGavero is going to swing away.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ball 2. Down and away in the zone. Braden tonight 2 for 3.
This is just a massive moment for Smith trying to close down this game.
And Braden McGavero lays off the bender there as that one started over the plate and then darted away. Tough pitch to lay off. Good eye by McGavero.
Yeah, tough pitch indeed, especially since you don't know if that's going to stick up or not, and it fell down out of the zone. Still always a tough spot to be in as a batter.
And 3-1 pitch. That is a strike, and it's now 3-2.
Nearly the same pitch. Same thing we were talking about. You don't know if it's going to stay up or fall off. That one stayed up just enough to get the strike call. Full count.
I got it 3-2. Scoreboard doesn't. And a foul straight back.
And I love that McGavero pointing at the dugout saying, all right, guys, I got you. Let's go.
Full count here on Braden McGavero. Crouching real low in the batter's box from the right side. Dylan Smith. Here comes the payoff. Breaking ball, and it goes right back to him. And he checks the runner, throws, and that's out number 1. He checked his swing, and it was a slow roller to Smith. He gloved it and played it over to first.
He didn't want to swing this bat, but somehow he checked his swing, and it still hit the bat anyway.
Just a weak comebacker, and that's exactly what Smith needed there. Like you said, looks the runner back. Let's see the replay here.
Swing. It's a check swing
that clips the bat. That's all that is.
Yeah.
But it is the first out of the inning.
A ball in play is a ball in play.
That's right.
Yeah, it probably was inside too, I would imagine, but it was breaking, so we'll never know where it would have crossed the plate. McGavero was really close on the plate. It's 1 away.
Smith not nearly out of the woods yet, as now the big bombers come up for the Warriors.
2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a mammoth home run earlier in this game. Can he do it again all the way back to the track, and it's at the wall, it's caught. They'll tag the runner from second down to third, but it is out number 2 as that ball just stays in the yard.
Wow. While that might have been what looked like a long bomb, it's still a sacrifice that puts a runner on third. Now you're looking at even just a base hit, something that's a slow roller, gives Snow Canyon a chance to stay alive, ties this game at the very least.
And coincidentally for the Warriors, your best hitter comes into the box.
Do we have extra innings? Do we have a walk-off? Do we have a strikeout? The moment is intense. Breaking ball, shot to short. Fillmore gloves it. The throw is going to be out number 3. Desert Hills on a 6-3 put out on a grounder to Fillmore. Wins game 1. 12-11.
And the Thunder is booming, and booming loud tonight. You've seen one of the greatest resilient efforts from this team, as there was a 7-run inning by the Warriors, but they just continue to fight and fight and fight. This Jagan Levin-led group is on to the Game 2 with a chance to close it out for the state title. And now we see the handshake lines ensuing between these two combatants. What a game it's been. Just a battle to the finish between these two teams. No one wanted to lose tonight, and it's clear that Game 2 will be even better, because I think these two teams, we're just seeing them scratch the surface of how good a game we can see, and this was an instant classic.
Jax Tolman in the top of the 7th with that dirty bomb slapped to left field from the left-handed batter. That's got to be the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game. Or do you think it's Trayvon? You think it's Trayvon going down on strikes to Dylan Smith? Dylan Smith getting the huge K. We'll have to debate about that. Tara Atkin is hopefully going to grab Jagan Levitt. And we're going to hold it right here as we are into our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show here from Gates Field. This game, you can't write this script, guys.
That's right. There's been so many lead changes, so many just dynamic plays made throughout this game. It's so incredible watching neither team that wants to say die. It's just so crazy seeing the action ensue in the later innings of this game as we see the Thunder and Warriors grouped up together, and they're having their talks after this game. But, man, what a fight this was from both teams to the very finish.
And look, I mean, I don't want to underestimate how big Briggs Fillmore's solo shot home run in the top of the 7th was either, guys. I mean, he gets up there, leads off, and cuts it to 1. They're chasing 2. They end up getting 3 in the top of the 7th inning. I mean, simply sensational stuff tonight. And Snow Canyon and Desert Hills put on a show for us this evening. 12-11. 12-11, our final score. And holy smokes, winning pitcher ends up being Dylan Smith, who gives up 6 hits but only 2 runs, both earned. He walked 1. He had 2 strikeouts, none bigger than those. I mean, every out is big when you play a 12-11 state championship game.
That's right. Every out is massive.
Trent Krisk went 4 innings, 6 hits, 8 runs. Hancock's going to get tagged with a loss. He goes 3 innings, gives up 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Struck out 4, but walked 2. And how about Desert Hills hitting 3 home runs tonight? 3 home runs tonight for the Thunder. 1 home run, Cade Kelch, for the Warriors. And we're going to get some post-game here, some audio inside our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. And let's go down to Tara Atkin, who's with a Desert Hills star of the night, who had the big-time hit there late.
All right, here with Asher Williams. Talk to me about that home run. We clocked it at a 470-foot bomber. How did that feel when that hit that bat?
Really good. Trying to stay my approach, stay on a fastball, just to a curveball. Yeah, went pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great game, yeah, and that was a real game changer right there.
Yeah, it was good. Got the momentum going. We were down. We were hurt after they scored 7 in that inning, so we just hit 1 at a time, 1 run at a time, 1 base runner at a time, Yeah.
How does it feel to have this first win under the belt?
Good. It's huge. They threw their 2 best arms, and now we got them out of the way. So now we just gotta conquer the other arms, and yeah.
All right. Well, great. We're looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah. Same here. Looking forward to taking home a state championship.
All right. Back to you guys.
All right. That's Asher Williams. Unbelievable bomb. That 3-run home run. This kid is a freshman, and you start diving inside the stats, guys, and there's a ton to look at. There's a ton to talk about. Asher Williams, who Terry just talked to, goes 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored and an RBI. Had 2 walks, including that intentional walk there at the end. Fillmore, huge game, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, including that solo shot there we just talked about at the top of the 7th. Swanson goes 3 for 5 tonight. Huge double there late in the game. Jax Tolman delivers, though. I gotta believe that Jax's dirty bomb out there to left.
Oh, yeah.
Is the
AWP,
appliance
yeah.
Wholesalers
Playmaker play of the
Plus
day.
playmaker play of the game, scoring those 2 runs to give them the lead, and they end up getting those final 3 outs in the bottom of the inning and secure a Game 1 victory. Big-time performance tonight in a shootout. 28 total hits, 23 total runs scored, 1 error for both teams. That was... these guys are barreling baseballs. They are barreling baseballs here at Gates Field.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a shootout tonight as there's so many runs, so many hits. It just was so much pressure for these pitchers on the base pass all night long. They never really had a cruise control inning on either side as both teams were just really hitting the baseball tonight.
I don't want to underserve that the value of Briggs' solo shot home run because you needed that run, but then the play of the game is and I think Shane and Jesse and the boys that sell GE and Samsung across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart would agree with me. It's got to be Jax Tolman tonight.
I think so.
This kid, we could see him pitch tomorrow. 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, and that wins you the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's kind of a no-brainer tonight. Clutch as they come for Jax Tolman, and Desert Hills takes Game 1. And look, that spoils an unbelievable night for a lot of guys. How about the Magavara boys, the 1-2, and they go 5 for 8 tonight. You had 5 different Warriors at multi-hit games. They couldn't get Bridger Larson out. He goes 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable tonight. Someday maybe they'll make a movie about a game like this.
Hey, but guess what? The series is just getting started. We're only 1 game in, guys. We still got another one tomorrow. Maybe a third one. It's a best-of-3 series.
That's right.
Who's the Findlay Subaru star of the game in this one tonight, guys? Briggs popped, Swanson popped, Asher Williams, who Tara just talked to, certainly popped. Unbelievable stuff tonight. I'll give you guys the call on this one because you can make a case for a lot of guys tonight. And I love Dylan Smith. I think that's the easy call for the Jersey Mike sub of the game.
Yeah.
Look at what Dylan Smith did on the back end tonight, coming in relief. He was great. He was absolutely since he pitched 6 2/3 all year. Actually 6 1/3. He goes 4 innings, gives up 2 runs. Walked 1, struck out 2, and he let his defense make plays behind him. He's your Jersey Mike sub of the game, no question about it.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree
No argument
or
from me.
Tag Brenton scoring all the way from second. He was flying.
He was flying.
That would be an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're looking like offensive, defensive, you could maybe go that way with it. But
I like that.
I really liked Smith on the mound tonight. He was phenomenal in relief. Looked really good there. So I think he is indeed your Jersey Mike's sub of the game.
All right, now you guys have had a second. I was buying Paulie some time to think about this. Who's your Findlay Subaru star of the game tonight?
I'm going to have to go Asher the Masher. I think he was the spark plug to getting this game back in the realm of possibility for Desert Hills, who fell behind pretty big early. 9-0. Or 9-1. We were thinking about maybe this is an early night, 10-run rule type game, and then all of a sudden the offense wakes up behind this big shot as we see here on the
off the house.
Yeah, geez, this thing was absolutely crushed.
So we
annihilated.
got on Google Earth, and Caden was being conservative, 365-ish.
Yeah, we're going to say 465, but I would say 470 is probably.
Jeff Clough, he did the same thing, came over. He showed us he thought 473, I think was the number.
I think 473 is probably the more accurate. Like I said, 465 is to the backyard fence of that house, and it went over that. So it's a few more past 465.
Sure.
I think 470, 473, which, guys, a high schooler hit a 470-foot long home run.
I think Cade Keltz's home run for Snow Canyon earlier in this game was over 400 feet easily, too.
I think it was, too.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's a home run in just about any MLB stadium with a 400-foot wall right there. You know what I mean? It was a big hit from both of these teams. Have absolute studs hitting the ball. This is already a crazy series.
Wow, big time performance. Desert Hills comes back down 8 runs to win 12-11. We're into our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Do we need to take a break, or we wrap it up here tonight? We got all the ads clear. We're good. Okay. Final thoughts, Caden. go. A recap on our awards. AWP Playmaker, Jax Tolman, 2 RBI hit is the game winner. Your star of the game, Asher Williams, that bomb we just showed you, the replay. And then, of course, Dylan Smith and Tag Britton, if you want to go offense and defense there as our Jersey Mike subs of the game. And I can't wait for tomorrow, scheduled for 1 o'clock. We'll be back here. Caden, final thoughts on what we just saw.
Man, we're in for it. This is going to be an absolutely fun series. We saw a little bit of everything, some really good pitching. I think the bats were really going today, and I'm a little I would say I'm a little wary of what tomorrow brings because I think it might be more of a defensive battle. I think we might see a pitcher's battle tomorrow, you guys.
Probable starters, this is me guessing, Zach Beck for Snow Canyon, Hoyt Atkin for Desert Hills.
That's also what I would suggest,
That would be the probable starters, but they could throw a curveball at us and we could swing and miss. But that's who I expect tomorrow to get the ball from their skips in Game 2 at 1 o'clock. Paulie, final thoughts.
Yeah, just a track meet game. I mean, these two teams offensively came to play. I feel bad for both pitchers that they had to go against lineups that were so locked in today. Those pitchers are better than they played today, but these lineups just molten lava hot. So kind of hard to stop them when you put up a combined 28 hits collectively between the two teams. So just an offensive dynamo of a game. Really fun to watch and call. Can't wait for tomorrow.
All right. Going to be fun. We'll have you back. Now, there is a 3A game at 10 a.m., Game 2 in the Union Grantsville on this field, the 3A Championship Series. So we will be on the air, 20 minutes before the scheduled start of this game, which is at 1 o'clock. But if that game goes longer, just keep refreshing. Don't panic. We will be on KSLSports.com. Appreciate all the great partners with KSL Sports teaming up with us and all our listeners back on the Fan Sports Network. Appreciate our sponsors on both sides. I mean, it takes a great amount of businessmen and women to get us up here all week long and bring you guys all the coverage, and we say thank you. So that's going to wrap things up for our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Dr. Cody makes your kids feel right at home with all your kids' dental needs. 3 Southern Utah locations with their newest location opening soon. New patient special, just $99. The cleaning, the exam, the x-rays. See why so many parents choose Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. For Caden, for Paul, here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. For Tara Atkin, our producer, who's done a great job all week. We're going to miss her tomorrow. She's got to go home to a graduation. Michael Fisher, our camera operator. And thank you for watching or listening. Good night. Where Desert Hills has come back from 9-1 at one point, down 8 to win it 12-11, the final on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. See you tomorrow for Game 2 in this best of 3 4A championship in this great sport of baseball.